How about the robot with a Windows 11 seed? That sounds incredibly cursed to failure. Now, I have never done more than a 4 streak in this game. Ever. And I would really rather like to get a 5 streak for once. And it feels like if I go with Defect and run Windows 11, this thing is going to break down. But it's very funny, isn't it? So let's see how it does for us. Windows 11. Oh, jeez. Seed better than young. Well, come on, I try not to punch down. Also, that seed is too long. We could only have a seed of, I think, 12 letters. The news seems to be that Watcher and Defect are not in Slay the Spire 2. Well, I won't miss the Watcher. I'll probably miss the Defect. But they've got some other guy, some kind of bone raiser dude. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I won't be touching that game when it's in early access. It's a question that comes up quite often. I maintain my zero interest in early access games. Alright, Windows 11, let's go. For streak number 5, can we do it with the robot whilst running Windows 11? What a horrible idea. Well, the boss swap is ever tempting on the Defect, but the options for a low roll are always there. Empty Cage is often seen as a low roll, but I think Empty Cage on the Defect are actually quite good. Remove 2 strikes and then most of your damage is Zap Dualcast. Zap Dualcast is so much damage, so it's good to do it more often. But the real low roll would probably be something like Busted Crown or Sozu, and then I'd be very sad. Probably Busted Crown more than Sozu. It's the worst relic after all. What happens if you just don't get cards? I'll tell you, bad things happen. 100 gold with the shop right there. Is rather nice. But what if we boss swapped, went this way, and then we could upgrade into Elite into shop, into Elite into rest, into Elite into rest. It's a pretty good act layout if I can survive that. But if the boss swap is complete hot garbage, then maybe I won't be so happy about that. I love getting the spicy Elite out of the way early. Oh, why can't there be a no-brainer choice like lose max hit points for 250 gold? I'd click on that. Then I'd go into the shop and then I'd win the act with no stress at all. The problem with taking this shop is that you have to double shop, and that's unacceptable. Alright, so then the problem with 100 gold, of course, is that it gives me no boost before these elites, which is bad. And take the boss swap. Okay, I did just say empty cage, not a problem. I'm going to have to put my money where my mouth is on that one. Defect hates his strikes. So getting rid of strikes is good. But getting rid of strikes early is a little dangerous because we're damage. Zap Dualcast, don't save me now. So surely now I'm stronger. Except if the elite is Gremlin, Gremlin Ob, I'm in tough doo-doos. Alright, well, let's get moving then. Time's a wasting. Oh, Relic of Strike Dummy, that'd be nice. Oh, that isn't nice. Oh, you're a real piece of work, you are. He rolls in at 13 hit points, so that's maximum, by the way, so I can't kill him with 2 strikes. And I don't have Zap before Dual Cast. I can full block, which is good-ish. You're definitely hitting me next turn, so... Well, next turn might be okay. Especially if this guy puts me in frail, which he does. You're dead to dual cast anyway. But what if I don't get my dual cast and then I have to strike you to death? Nah, it never happens, right? Never ever. Let's see, there we go. No wasted damage if I strike you to death. Well, there still is, I suppose. So this is quite sad. Go. Yeah, screw that guy in particular. I would like to strike you to death, but I want to minimize damage. This is looking ugly already. What a nasty first fight this ends up being. You know, oh my god. What are you doing to me, game? Nasty things. First encounter, by the way. Easy pool, or so they say. Right, on the plus side, I can just strike you to death, and then I can do whatever. So, ultimately, I only took, what, 4 damage? 4 damage is fine, I suppose. Ah, potion is okay. What are these options? So there's notably no damage here. I think I have to take that Equilibrium, and I hope that we don't find the Runic Pyramid at the end of this. You know, retain your cards, big chunky block. It's better than 2 defense stapled together. Of course, the leap is 1.5 defense stuck together. Almost 2 defense stuck together. I'm not comfortable carrying that Consume around. It's a brick in a tight deck. I wouldn't take this before I get Orb Generation, by the way. In case you're wondering why I'm not already clicked on Consume. I'll take Equilibrium. Ah. What if we just didn't have strikes? That is way too dangerous. Way too dangerous to remove a strike at this point. I could remove a defend. Then my deck gets very, very silly very fast. Because, you know, we get rid of all the starter cards and then we don't replace them because I don't have damage. I also take 7 damage. I can dodge elites, I just don't want to. I'd love to kill this spicy elite, but we need these to be damage cards. I need something like a ball lightning and, I don't know, something else that does good damage. Remove all the attack cards. That'd be interesting. I want to win here. If I can win, that's great. If it's interesting, that's secondary. I'm not thrilled about paying 7 hit points to remove defend. And Defect still needs these strikes. You know, what if I roll an off turn, the enemy isn't attacking, and I just draw defend, 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 Equilibrium, or Dual Cast, or whatever? Ugh. Hope I don't get offered Pandora's box. It's going to feel really weird. Alright, what are you doing? You are trying to hurt me. Good luck with that. I can zap Dual Cast and hopefully kill. If I zap Dual Cast and it hits both of them, I'm in trouble. Alternatively, if I just defend, I'm in no trouble. Then I get an off turn. I'd rather not take damage. Given that we just took damage in the first fight and the first event. Right, you're going to buff and you're going to weaken me, which is fine because I'm going to kill you. Yeah, you get out of here. And you curl up, and then you hopefully die. Because even if you are striking me, oh, I'm killing you. Okay, that's good as well. Alright, that's more like it. That is not. 11 gold is one short of low rolling the gold completely. Okay, we're going to be like that then. It gives me damage options, and the damage options are not good. Claw, interestingly, with a currently 9-card deck, isn't bad. Ugh. I think I took some years off my life saying that. I don't think I can take Claw, though. It's probably going to be FTL. FTL is fine, it's just 0 cost 5 damage. Yeah, I gotta take FTL. Needs some damage, but this needs to be an actual damage card or I'm dodging these elites. Currently, this dies to Gremlin Orb, this dies to Sentries, this dies to everything. So it's elite dodge o'clock currently. Well, thank you, Equilibrium. Yeah, Equilibrium certainly does something against the Jawworm, just completely... Okay, how about we just keep retaining everything? Have our entire hand all the time. Sounds fine to me. Ridiculous build, go? This is everything, and I can retain it all the time. Amazing. Alright, watch this. Zap, FTL, return my zap. Or I could Equilibrium. What's better, to have the extra zap or have Equilibrium? I think I'd rather make sure that we're not taking damage, so I'm just going to EQ here. Going to double zap it. It gets stronger, then it hits me for 12, and then I you know, block for 12. Why are we in Silly Town? Silly Town's a silly place to be. Alright, let's get out of Silly Town. Now, the problem is I won't be able to do that again in the future if I start adding cards, but it was fun and funny. You know, it's kind of like why the runic pyramid is so strong. If you just have all your cards available at all times and you can play whatever you want, then you generally win. Okay, we low roll the gold again. What was that? 3 fights giving me 35 gold. Expected value was 45 gold. These mediocre cards are just not getting me anywhere. We don't have any orb generation. I think it has to be Rip and Tear on the grounds that it does 14 damage for 1 energy. Yeah. Alright, we're dodging these elites unless this is some kind of amazing event. Because currently we still don't win here. We don't have potion supports, we don't have relic support, we don't have card supports. We're just completely unsupported robot. Like Windows 10. Is that true? Do I really not have a way out of this grim situation? FTL can't be an infinite, because after you've played 3 cards, it no longer does its magic. Even if you upgrade it, it's only 4 cards. I really don't want to dodge these elites, but I do reckon this elite kills me. Weak potion doesn't do damage, and doing damage is the big problem that we have. If anything, Gremlin Elves my better matchup. No, actually, Lagavulin is an okay matchup because I can block him for days and let my zapping do the work for me. The issue is, of course, that sentries kill me. Yeah, sentries just kill me, so I can't risk the elites right now. Upgrade 2 random for a lot of health. That will probably not allow me to take on the elite. So is this just empty node? We're having a really bad act so far. And if we don't find something great in the shop, it's going to be a 1 elite act. If we do find something good in the shop, then... Yeah, this 1 elite does come with 3 rest sites, but 2 and 2 is better. I think we gingerly take this path. And then we probably... Well, we hopefully run into these 2 elites. But yeah, we have to step gingerly here. Granted, the upgrades could land on these cards, which would be good. And these cards would probably not be very good, but I wasn't throwing 21 health away for it. Maybe I'll throw 21 health away anyway. Thank you, Equilibrium. Full blocking. This guy makes you weak, but hopefully I don't need to rely on weakness. Rip and tear until it is done? I don't know about that. I'd rather defend until it is done. Cure yourself. Now he makes me weak, but weak's not a huge bother, as long as I can just keep EQing him. Should have reshuffled in the EQ for added hilarity. But yeah, the sheer amount of block you get on Equilibrium is just phenomenal. Hey, let's do it again, if we like doing it so much. With this kind of build, if you can call it a build so far, adding some 0 cost would actually be pretty good. So maybe an upgrade on dual cast or Zap would have been quite welcome. Orbs, slots, but no real orbs. Lock on, but again, no real orbs. Ooh, we are not building anything to be proud of currently. Oh, I said I was going to fix something with my with this not showing the boss at the top of the screen. And I completely forgot to change it. Hopefully I can remember once I'm done with this run. Slime Boss. Slime Boss tends to be a good defect matchup. Tends to be. Don't tend to like Bullseye. That the lock-on only does 1 extra damage per lightning orb currently. Just skip the crap. You know, we need to find damage somewhere. Lock-on, if nothing else, is stronger than a strike. And it strips the strips artifact. Might be useful if we end up picking up dark orbs along the way as well. And like I said, we need damage from somewhere. Capacitor could be good if we had orbs, but, you know, we don't. It would be good if we had consume, but we didn't take that either. Stronger than a strike, the bar is truly on the floor. I'm sure we can dig a pit for it. Also, still no potion that does stuff. This shop has got to be the best shop ever, so hopefully this is like a nice money event. I'd even take the money in acidic goop event currently. Still humming and hoeing over the bullseye. It's never barrage right now, we don't generate many orbs. But on the grounds that bullseye does damage, I might have to take it. When you consider it, the empty cage turned 2 strikes into, what, like FTL rip and tear. So I'm certainly able to add some real attack cards. I just don't like bullseye. I really don't like bullseye. Skip. Ah, golden idol. Sure, I'll take that. If I take the curse, I could remove it, but it's almost always just lose max hit points. Nobody cares about those. Alright, shop. I need something great here. Something that does damage. Even just a ball lightning and a potion is a purchase from me. Oh, you have got to be joking me, pal. I don't think he's joking me. Garbage. I already have you. I don't want you. Admittedly tempting, but I would want... it's a common. I don't want to pay for that common. No against Slime Boss. No. Can't afford it. Can't afford it. Don't want it. Don't want it. So I think this is card remove, fire potion. And then we force this elite to happen. And we don't have to take on this elite. The fire potion can allow us to force this elite. Of that I'm fairly certain. Take purity, so you have an 8-card deck. No, let's see. We'd be up to 12 cards. Purity goes away to 11. You go away to 10. And then we remove 3. And then we end up with a 7-card deck. Funny. But not funny, haha. It's got to be the fire potion. And remove another strike? The defend deck? That's a curious operation. I want that zap to be 0 cost, the way things are going. Haha, yourself. What's purity upgraded? It exhausts 5 cards. Yeah, fire potion to force the elite and remove another strike. Although I could remove another defend, if I really think I need those strikes. Well, it's going to be a tight deck, but we need something really good added here. Is removing strikes silly? I mean, it's pretty silly, but is it silly? I'm going to need that for damage against knobbers. I got fire potion, weak potion. Might be a bit greedy to remove the strike. What if I just remove a defend? Removing anything is really bad for a sentries fight, by the way. Really, really bad. I'm going to be all dazed. You want more rip and tearing for sure. Yeah, I'm contemplating adding the second rip and tear, but it's really bad against the sentries. 2 rip and tears are really, really sad, though. That's not how the Defect wants to deal damage. It's not to say that we can't find a reprogram and make a reprogram deck work, but that's fighting an uphill battle from the get-go. Cool-headed helps with the dazes a little bit. The frost is welcome. The draw is welcome. I just hate paying for a common like that. And a bit more. Jeez. Is it so bad that we avoid this elite? If I take this route instead, fight 1 elite and get 3 upgrades, then I can make a zap 0 cost here. Force the elite. And then carry on. Ooh, that is such a sad Act 1. Two-block frost is grim, though. Yeah, two-block frost is not very good. Helps against chip damage, but not much more. We have big chunky damage by way of equilibrium. Alright, I'm going to remove the strike, and I'm going to take the one elite path, and I'm going to be very unhappy about it. Especially if this is a really good relic, which would let me kill this elite. But currently I think I want zap, 0 cost, and then move on. That is really, really good. I'm no longer scared against the sentries with Orichalcum in my hand. I'm less scared of everything, actually, with Orichalcum in my hand, and I want Frost. Yeah, I really want Frost now. That actually counter-synergizes with my Equilibrium play. But it's still good to have. Alright, then. I want Zap 0 cost so I can play it over and over again. None of the other upgrades really do all that much. Triple Lice. Would never die to this fight, right? Incoming 20, excuse me? Rip and Tear has a very small chance of killing the front one, but I don't think I take that very small chance over just playing Zap, Equilibrium, Defend. Aggressive Lice. I should see where this is going. Well, that's quite good, because now you die. And then I can just... I don't even need to defend, which is lovely. Oh, wow, wow, things are really lovely here, then. Get out of my face. Thank you, Orichalcum. And then get out of my face. Okay, well, that's better than the weak potion, for sure. Ball Lightning, finally, a card that does damage. Okay, whew. Yeah, well, we went a long way for this thing, but we've got it. A crummy common attack card, and it's all mine. Very good. And now it's Luggy. Luggy, and I don't really have any setup to do, but we'll do it anyway. This is where having some frost would go a long way. If I FTL, I won't wake him up. We'll just get going with the redraw. 5, 6, 7, 8 won't be enough. I draw one more. The alternative is that I do wake him up. I can go FTL, Rip and Tear, Ball Lightning. It's not bad. But it might be better to have a nice Equilibrium hand at the ready. Nah, don't be such a coward. Wake the fool up. Yeah, bring it on. In comes the 20. I would like... Yeah, there we go. I get my Zap up. I get EQ up. I defend. Just let the 9 passive damage do its thing and minimize the damage taken. And then I have a 1 and 3 to get Equilibrium back, which is cool. I don't get it back, but it's still pretty cool. Defend blocks 10, but just letting Orichalcum block. Blocks 6 and lets me go ham. I like going ham. On the other hand, minimizing damage is good if I'm pretty convinced he's going to die anyway. Because I can defend, zap, Ball Lightning. Unfortunately, Equilibrium comes too late. It would be amazing this turn. Yeah, minimize damage taken, because I'm pretty convinced he's dead now. Pretty convinced. You know, there's room for maneuver, I'm sure, on Lagavulin's side. Just ain't my day in the Spire. What the hell is this? This is nothing. And this is less than nothing. Bottle an attack in your 11-card deck. I can bottle FTL for guaranteed turn 1 draw. of 1. And that's about it. It's not the end of the world to bottle FTL, just it's a slight negative in some situations. Gee, I don't know about that. Bottled FTL, what does that really achieve? Not much of anything. This has been one sad Act 1. Hey, we've got good potions, right? Slime boss would have a hard time killing me, but I'm still not happy. It's 5 free damage. Could be zapped? No. Bottled lightning only allows you to bottle an attack. So my options are strike, FTL, rip and tear, ball lightning. Those are the only 4 cards I could have in the start of my deck, and none of them really do anything. Yes, FTL does 5 damage and draws a little bit, but in the real stinkers of a fight, you want your setup cards fast. Then again, as you say, FTL... not that much of a negative, is it? I feel like the game is conspiring to squeeze a clip out of you where you say, thank God we got offered Claw! Heavens, no. I just struggle to see that FTL bringing much to the table. I'll do it anyway. Horrifying. Just horrifying. Okay, I have one more fight and 1 or 2 more upgrades. Where do we go from here in the upgrade world? It's not unthinkable to upgrade Equilibrium just to have a lot more block to hand, but maybe I need to do some damage for a change. Equilibrium is such a good card, I actually think I'm going to upgrade it. Just such a huge chunky amount of block. I wish I got more than 3 block upgraded, by the way. But yeah, the blocking deck is here. Alright, well, it's our preamble for... oh god. FTL, don't let me down. It's our preamble for Slime Boss. It let me down. Do I dupe pot to not take this right now? Because what I could probably do is dupe dual cast. And then I will do 16 and 16, 32, not take 12. Dupe pot is strong, but 12 hit points are strong going into Slime Boss. Slight problem is Slime Boss is going to hit me with his big attack. Also, the slimes are going to be really bad in Slime Boss. Fire Potion? Fire Potion makes him split it. No, Fire Potion won't make him split. Well, that's not true. That's not true at all. Maybe I don't need to. What happens if I do 16, 17, 18, 19 damage? He drops to... that's 19, right? He'll drop to 36. Yeah, that's not split enough. Dupe the dual cast, huh? Not thrilled about that at all. But next turn is blocking the turn. And I don't want to take that damage. And on 6% potion chance, I'll take a chance on this. Yeah, down with your nonsense, Spiky Slime. That was a brutal turn 1 draw. Oh, they're not even attacking me. Wait. Blocking the turn and they're not even attacking me. They are going to make me very frail, though. If I hold on to this, then my next draw is guaranteed to be a bunch of these cards. In fact, it's guaranteed to be pretty much everything, right? Let's hold on to this then. And then I can just see where this goes. It's wasted damage if it hits you. Also, I didn't draw my beloved FTL. How can this happen? Where are you going? Yeah, screw that guy in particular. Alright, lovely. We do get a replacement potion. Chill. I'm okay to chill. I'm very okay with chill. Even against Slime Boss, a little more iffy about that one, but I'm still okay with chill. Alright, it might even be resting, given the Slime Boss's capacity to hit me for a bajillion. Could it be Dualcast's time to shine? I could do with more zero-cost cards. Chill on turn 1 is usually very good. It's not so hot against Slime Boss, though. I think upgrading Chill is preparing myself for Act 2. Do you think with the potion support and the cards I have that Slime Boss is going to die? Not really. I think Slime Boss bodies me at this point, so... How do we get out of this? And is the answer resting? So here's the thing, I got 2 turns to deal at least 75 damage to the Slime Boss. And with some good ball lightning, zapping, ripping, tearing, he probably does split, but then there are 2 of his little grubby minions. And then more of his little grubby minions, which could cause me some serious issues. I don't have AoE to deal with them. Also, we haven't been offered a single rare card in all of Act 1. It's not like we've been dodging fights. What a crap Act 1. Upgrade FTL is at 0 cost innate. And I upgrade it for what exactly? 1 damage? It's like the most non-bow upgrade I can think of out of all of this. I'd sooner upgrade Defect. I'd sooner upgrade Strike than FTL. Now, Rip and Tear and Dualcast are better. I'm with you with the Dualcast. Rip and Tear, I don't know, but Dualcast, I'm with you. I'm with you on Dualcast. Let's upgrade Dualcast. I'd love some draw. I would really love some draw to go with this. Hopefully we get fourth energy and some good draw. And then we can just keep cycling our zero-cost cards. And yes, Claw would have been an acceptable pick. What did we take over Claw? I think we took FTL over Claw. I don't regret that currently. Alright, let's go then. Slimbo. Hey look, FTL! And it draws! That's not the world's worst time to get Equilibrium. Let's just do some damage. Want the Equilibrium and the redraw. Do we Colorless Potion? Not until he does Slime Crush. I want to see if it can block for me. Something like Panic Potion could really help out. This won't help out much, though. Alright, where are we going with this? Slime Crush! Ew. Ew. Alright, Colorless Potion, what you got for me? What the hell are these? Magnetism is a degenerate card. I could turn it into Hands of Greed and then Hand of Greed the whole thing. I could Secret Technique for some block. Could Secret Technique Equilibrium. But then I'm still taking quite a lot of damage. And he's going to slime me even more. Mayhem... Mayhem's not terrible, but none of this gets me out of this grim situation. I might have to Fire Potion and Dualcast just to split him. The Fire Potion alone splits him, so Dualcast not the end of the world. Does that mean Mayhem's okay? There are no cards where I think, ew, I don't want those played. Getting the slimes out of the way is good. Adding... Well, okay, defend could be slightly negative. Random colorless card into the hand. Will bloat up my deck, but deck bloat could be good given all the slimes. You know what? We never see much magnetism. Let's take it. Oh, that splits him. I don't need the Fire Potion. It's still probably a good idea to use the Fire Potion, though. Given the way this fight's likely to evolve. Evolve. Yeah, let's not mess around here. Oh, also, goodbye. Yeah, that's what I was worried about, the double 18. Hey, Apotheosis is here to upgrade not much. Well, this is grim. Apotheosis is not actually better than just clearing crap out of my hand right now. Take 30 damage, could be the end. Still coming in for more. Hey, Hand of Greed is here. Interesting. So I probably want to equilibrium because I don't want to take damage here. The question is... Well, it's not really a question. Do the damage. This guy's definitely attacking next turn, but, I mean, what are the odds I could even cause him to split? I won't be weakened, though. Things could be done. See where we're going with this. Ah, frail. Ah, 30 incoming. Oh, God. Well, let's get those zero-costers going. Well, it seems that you're not splitting, so Dark Shackling you. So Rip and Tear could cause the split there. Hand of Greed will cause somebody to stop hitting me right now. Wouldn't Firepot after the split get you closer to the next split? Not really. They split getting the hit points of the guy that they split from. So they would have both had maximum 75 health if I hadn't used the Firepot. Since I Firepotted, they had 55 health. So it's less to chew through. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 10 block right here. So if I force Spiky Spline to split... Maybe I just Rip and Tear and see what happens. Because I can Rip and Tear Hand of Greed. And then Dark Shackle, whatever doesn't work out for me. Sure. Oh, screw that guy in particular, then. And just Hand of Greed him right now and survive on 1. No, because I can still Dark Shackle you. Alright, that's good. Be gone. I did mention Hand of Greed degeneracy, by the way. If I let him split, we could Hand of Greed more, but the odds of me dying are disastrously high, so let's not let any of what I'm talking about happen. Alright, alright. He still wants a piece of me. And I'm finding it hard to blame him. No, I think we just lay the damage on this guy thick and fast. This does nothing, but getting rid of these does something. And then Hand of Greed. Try and Hand of Greed the two little buggers that come out. Especially Hand of Greed Plus. Ah, jeez. I think Hand of Greed Plus is too greedy to go for right now. Just Hand of Greed regular. What's coming, by the way? Ball Lightning. Very nice. Transmute for 1? Or set him up to die. The most he can do is 10 damage in one of his attacks. And I have 10 block. I unfortunately have some passive damage. What's in you? Fascinating. Gets me back to Hand of Greed faster. Alright, I'm on a timer with lightning. Let's try and Hand of Greed this fool. On a timer. 2 more turns to Hand of Greed. Oh, well, how about that? Rich. Didn't need to rest. Use both my potions. Not a problem. All for One brings back what exactly? Dual cast, zap, FTL. Not currently something I'd term as payoff. Machine learning, not bad, right? Tiny deck, draw through it even faster. Multicast has no real payoff currently. If I had a Dark Orb, or a fusion orb. That'd be pretty good. So it's machine learning or multicast here. Not an easy choice. Not an easy choice, because I have no idea which way the wind is going to blow. I suppose the machine learning covers a lot more bases. And draw is good. You'll have more zero-cost cards. Works with Snecko. No. This is a rare no Snecko moment. Even the Pyramid's not so good with this Equilibrium. I just need some energy right now. Energy would be good, and then find some draw cards. Oh, no. Couldn't have offered me many worse relics here. So Busted Crown is a hell no. I haven't really added cards to my deck, and I need to. Tiny House isn't energy, and Sozu is no potions. So you're telling me we take Tiny House and we cry? Because crying is what's happening right now. Gain a potion, which I can use. Gain money, which I get bonus of from the Golden Idol, even though it says enemies. You know, Tiny House is an enemy. I get the max hit points back from the Golden Idol that I took earlier. I can obtain a card, hopefully a good one. Probably not, though. And I get to upgrade a random card. That's just so bad. Like, the relic support is non-existent in my deck. And now the boss is not good. I really can't take that Sozu. I need potions. I need potions more than I need the energy, I'd even say. And Busted Crown just loses me the game unless I get absurdly lucky with the cards that I find. Maybe we say that we do. Maybe we say that we are so picky with our deck that Busted Crown has no downsides. Because we're just going to buy the cards we need, and we can still make use of the extra energy. Especially with the draw and the equilibrium. Because these options are just not very good. Yeah, Tiny House gives me a little bit of things, but I need more than a little bit. I need some energy, if nothing else. So we just believe that we're... After such a guff Act 1, we believe the game owes us some really good card rewards. And with $280 dues... Unfortunately, we couldn't buy the membership card, but still, with $280 dues... we say that we can buy the cards we need. So shops become very, very powerful. Alright, good enough for me. So shops, please. Shop priorities. Not quite forced delete. I don't think I'd take this suicidal route, so we're going to have forced bathing in Act 3, which is bad. I need to go shopping. I need better cards. And then once we have better cards, we decide if we want to... Oh, this opens up all possible opportunities, by the way, including the suicide path with no rests and the spicy elite. But more likely we end up getting an upgrade for one of the cards that we buy, slaughter an elite, maybe shopping 2.0. We can't quite get to that burning elite from here. Alright, well, we gotta go shopping first. Let's go. Okay, so this is the one fight where Busted Crown has no downside, because you just come here, you get the energy, and we don't even have a card reward to say nothing about yet. And Equilibrium almost plays. Amazing. Amazing. 16, 17, 18? Or would I rather take no points of damage here? I don't want to take damage. At all. This strike did nothing there. Better to just have it. This does something, though. And I can fool... Oh, right now I'm frail. So I can do 9 here. 9 for blocking, or get 6 and have an orb on my side. But I still can't break through his armor. Which is pretty bad. Gonna need the lightning one way or another, though. Bleh to this guy. At least I can do a little bit of damage with this. Shunk. The angry avocado. Why is he so angry? Why does he attack every turn? What goes through that head of his? I'd rather take no damage, please. We're holding on to this hand, which is fine, but how about we do a little bit of damage? And Frail is gone at the very least. Okay, phew. What are you going to draw me? Rip and tear or defend? Oh, how about my whole hand? Beautiful whole hand looking things. Currently, I think we just EQ our way through this. We zap, we dual cast to break through. Now we start doing breaking through this guy things. If you get rid of his plated armor and fool, he becomes dazed and you get a free turn, but that means hitting him 14 times. If you've hit him 14 times, he's probably dead. Chonk. Just do what I can, where I can. Oh, he's dead anyway. Goodbye. Alright, taking damage is bad. Turbo Plus, on the other hand, is... well, it says plus on it. But what if we got rid of it for a relic? Why are you asking me for Turbo Plus, man? Why would it be like that? So I badly need relic support. I'm not willing to pay 93 gold for the relic. I need my money for cards. Turbo's so fast it leads to the deck forever. Is Void forever? No, the Void only comes in once. The main downside of Turbo is the draw down from the Void, as in you have to draw another card to take the Void. The energy doesn't really matter. Turbo Plus does open us to some interesting infinite things with this tight deck if we can get Skim. And maybe a cool-headed plus. So Turbo Plus is pretty cool, but is Turbo Plus worth 93 gold to me? Maybe that's the better question, and I don't think it is. You've seen how many times that we have more energy than we can even spend, right? Courtesy of all our zero-cost cards. Zap, Dual Cast, Chill, FTL, now Turbo. Yeah, your Turbo Plus. Okay, very happy to see meat on the bone, because we're pretty close to the meat zone anyway. Alright, money well spent, because that's an uncommon relic as well. So the going price of an uncommon relic is 261 to 289 gold, so bargain. Before we open this, what the hell am I looking for? Bearing in mind that they cannot be upgraded. Well, they don't come pre-upgraded, rather. It's actually not easy. Without the turbo, Skim is no longer quite so good. How about consume... okay, some orb play would be amazing, given how tight the deck is. So how about Glacier? Glacier, great. Consume, Capacitor. Maybe I'll buy all three of those. Well, it's not. Reinforced Body is actually quite good, and it's on sale. Oh, with Chemex? And I can buy a potion with it? That's pretty good. No, notably, it doesn't do damage, but it's pretty good. And then we upgrade Reinforced Body, and that becomes our block. We won't be relying on Frost at this rate. But yeah, that's a pretty nice duo right there. Already regretting losing the Turbo, by the way. Yeah, Turbo, Reinforced Body, Chemex. Beautiful combination. Probably buy the attack potion for the upcoming elite. Yourself. Yeah, attack potion for the upcoming elite makes a lot of sense. We could even upgrade Reinforced Body here and come in here. The problem is I don't really do much damage. Or we can save up for the second shop. But I would like a potion. I probably need to take these fights for card awards and Dosh. And then, you know, so what am I thinking? I'm thinking we go this way. We can go to the shop if we have the money, otherwise we do that. Yeah, but I'm still having that attack potion. I want the safety. I didn't avoid Sozu for nothing. Nice globby noise it makes. I kind of wish I could take one fight, one event. You know, fights with the Busted Crown a bit sad, but with Meat and Bone, how bad could they really hurt me? Act 2 events are rather nice, because they're not Act 2 fights and they're not Act 2 elites, right? Maybe I do take the events, but last time I went event heavy in Act 2, I died. The event could easily be a fight. And then I do get one fight, one event, right? Yeah, we're okay with that. And we can even take Bloody Idol if we get the nasty event. Bloody Idol's fine. Or how about just some free money? Could take Ritual Dagger, but free money? Money is very strong because I need better cards. Smash and grab and a fight. Oh. Damn. I don't want this, but... yeah, I don't want this. I already got rid of all my strikes bar one. I don't want to just suddenly reinfest my deck with loads of attacks that aren't doing that much. Okay, empty node is sad. Upgrade reinforced body for a bajillion block. Still don't really have any damage, by the way. We need to add damage to this deck. Approximately aeons ago. Okay, this could easily be the fight that kills me. It's a damage race when I don't have damage. So it's probably attack potion immediately just so I have an extra attack in my rotation. For some reason, the threat of the Book of Stabbing was not in my head when I was getting ready for all of this. Could be Barrage because it's 12 damage once I have my orbs in play. Not like we lose orbs. Go for the Eye's Weakness isn't bad either, but the Reinforced Body should get me out of most bad situations in that regard. However, Melter's more damage immediately. I think we take Melter for the more consistent damage that it does. Okay, the draw is good. Ridiculous. EQ not quite enough to block all this is going to hurt me, but I've got to do what we can here. Even if it isn't much. Actually, I could dual cast this to full block, and I will. I'd rather not be taking damage if I can avoid it. Come on, I need those lightning orbs pretty fast. Well, that gives me my lightning orbs pretty fast. EQ defend, then I still take a little bit of damage. But Rip and Tear and I do more damage. Where are you, Reinforced Body? On the other hand, if I go down into Meat Zone, then I get the healing. Meat Zone is 32 damage. So taking 10 is okay. Currently I'm not taking 10. Taking 8. I'm not sure I can prescribe myself 2 more damage. Not with him not dying like this. He needs to die is the problem. That was a mistake. We were retaining that dual cast, so I lost 3 damage there, at least. Oh well. Mistakes. Yeah, who outscales who? Well, here's the question. Who scales? And the answer is not me. Can I somehow turn this into me taking 2 damage? I want to block precisely 33. That's maybe a foolish errand, because that's assuming that I'm going to be able to not die next turn. So maybe we just defend everything we can. I mean, I can block 26. No, I can't. No, I absolutely cannot. Or could I? The thing is that Reinforced Body could save my life next turn. Unless I think I can kill next turn. Which I don't. Might be prudent to figure this one out. We're doing... assuming I want him dead at the end of next turn, we're doing 9 and 9, which is 18. I can throw in 6 on that to deal 24. 24, 34, 38, 53, 60, 68, 78, 80 something. Alright, he is dead. He's completely dead, as long as I strike now. So can I block a little less? Right, so I do want this strike, right? Math wrong. You think the maths are wrong? Why do you think the maths are wrong? Let's try again then. We deal 9 damage at the end of this turn and at the end of next. Oh, you're right. I didn't take into account the lightning orbs not doing their strikey thing at the end of next turn if I evoke with dual cast. Although I don't think I was 3 off. Need to add an extra 10. Well, whatever. Let's just assume we're fine on that. Now, how do I take only 2 damage here? Anything up to an additional 11 over that is still good, because I want that meat on the bone to trigger almost no matter what, as long as I don't die. So how do I block as close to 2, but not... well, not. How do I block 33 here? This thing is currently 18 and 18, which is 36. I can drop it by 4 to 32 by playing 1 defend. And then we're adding 27 to 5 for 32. I'll take 3. That's pretty good. Thank you, Chemex. Beautiful. All right, now you die, right? I hope you die, because if I'm wrong about this, then I'm going to feel like a foolish fool. I'm not wrong about this, right? I'm not wrong about this, right? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. What? How was I off? I added an extra 10. You added 15 for FTL. Oh, no. And I die to that. The 3 damage missed from dual casting too early did matter in the end, and I died to it. Damn. that sucks. That sucks a lot. Oh well. Sometimes you just don't make it. Destined to never get a 5 streak. Ow. Yeah, well, what does it show? 1 misplay and down you go. I played dual cast too early because I could have retained it, gotten the extra 3 damage, then dual casted it, then it would have been dead, and I'd be like, haha, perfect fight. I got meat on the bone value, and then we tra-la-la-la our way forward. But as it happens, we made 1 vital mistake, and down we go. And that is entirely on me. Game's very demanding. Alright, goodbye streak. Let's go back in with a robot and pray for a much, much better run. And clearly... Nah. Let's go Windows 10. It was a very rough run. But, you know, you still have to win those rough runs, and in almost every run, there is a way to victory. Some runs are literally impossible. We're talking like 1 in a millions. Although, plenty of runs are not going to be won if you play optimally. Sometimes you have to do stupid things. Right, robot, it's not looking good for you. How do we improve things? Do we boss swap again, or do we take a random common relic? Yeah, boss swapping's fun, right? Ah, especially when they give you the pyramid. Right. Early shop possibility? Take your 3 combats and a shop. And then decide if you want to... Well, you probably want to take the... Ooh, how about 2 upgrades into Spicy Town? Ah, because there's no further elites. Ooh, that's grim. Jeez, the path layout is overall quite grim. I could take the 2 elite path that doesn't take the spicy. We could go balls to the wall, but that's only 2 combats and then you and then Spicy Town, which I don't like. So I think we do you, and then we carve over to you, but that's incredibly lacking in rest sites. Jeez, I feel like I seldom get good act layouts. It's always awkward, unpleasant, things scattered in weird ways. The big problem here is that the paths are so divisive. There's 1 branch over to the right and nothing else. Grim elite and rest placement. I mean, you get 1 rest here, Then you can get one rest if you take this path. And the only way to get the spicy elite with a rest is to not have an upgrade or enough fights before the first elite. Screw it. We'll do it this way. The streaks are already at 0, right? How can we do worse? Alright, miss equilibrium. And I'm going to miss my tight deck from last time. Oh well, missing's what we do, apparently. Angry Knob. Oh wait, he's not a knob, he's a jawworm. He's a pretty complicated first enemy, isn't he? He blocks, and he attacks. He's a lot to chew through. And he even opens with an attack that you can't block unless you draw your 3 block cards. It's pretty grim. Chill is nice. And I can hold on to it in fights where I want to play it later rather than earlier. I do often say if Claw is ever the first card I'm offered, that I will take it. But, you know, it's against Chill. How can I say no to that Chill? Can't. I want to win here. Ooh, smash and grab for potion. Focus potion. Well, that's rather nice. We're fighting the Hexa joke. The Fear Potion can really lay on the damage, but Focus Potion's quite nice. Last game you were punished for not taking Claw. Well, too bad. Shopman, what do you have? Hey, you got Cold Snap to go with my Focus, but you also offer me Sunder. It's hard to turn down Sunder. Just such good, big, uncomplicated damage. Ha 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 ha, indeed. Thank you. So, we don't get to upgrade Sunder going in here unless we get some kind of lucky event, like upgrading Sunder. Yeah, it doesn't happen. Add this to the list of things we don't get. 9 brings you down to 8, brings you down to 9. 8 is a better number because the dual cast can kill you. Sunder can kill you. The whack. Wait, where's my zap? How does this happen? Alright. Charge Battery is a perfectly acceptable block card. And again, so is Leap, but I like Charge Battery with Sunder around. Starting to already think maybe I should have taken the upgrade into you, but I really want the Spicy dead. Unfortunately, it's going to take some work to make Sunder work for me here, and we're not drawing particularly well. Please don't draw me Sunder next turn, or I'm almost forced to use a Fire Potion. Hello, Sunder. I mean, I can wait on the Sunder. I don't want to, though. If Sunder were upgraded, it would kill the back guy, but that's not how things turned out. Am I Fire Potioning here? I think I am, and if I'm Fire Potioning, we Fire Potion the front one. Bloop. Blomp. Get my energy back, get Zap up, and do not take damage. And then we're grateful for our Pyramid, because it does help in this fight immensely. Thank you, Chill. Thank you not taking damage, and thank you killing the back guy. Dual cast here? Yeah, there's no point dual casting now if we can dual cast later. That's what killed me in my last run. How do you feel now? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, because we can always carry some defends in here, so we shouldn't reasonably take any damage. Not even chip damage. I'm not taking anything here. Then we kill you any way the wind goes. I'll just kill you next turn. Yeah, pretty hard to lose this fight when you got the Pyramid. Thank you, Pyramid. Blood Vial's a tiny bit of healing. Hey, a rare card. Where were these in my last run? Did we get offered any rare cards other than the boss rare card in the last run? It's so chance-based and it's such a large swing. I'm open to a lot of the RNG in this game, but some of it swings so hard. One of them is you can just go and act with no rare cards. One of them is when you open a chest, it can have 80 gold, or it can have no gold at all. Such massive swings of luck like that run contrary to all the little bits of luck you pick up along the way. Anyway, do I want multicast? Probably yes, because I have the Pyramid, so it's not bad to just keep around for those big boom moments. There's nothing rare about Windows 11, it's just slop. Yeah, bit of an overused term, but what can I say? Not that you're wrong. That's a very sad opening turn against the cultist. Very sad indeed. Things get, in a way, sadder. Charge battery to block this turn. Have you open to die next turn. And I guess we just do the strikes and then you should die. No real problems, right? This isn't doing much of anything. Just get in there. Well, there's my zap at least. But we have the extra energy to strike and chunder. No problems. See, I like Sunder. I like defrag. Yeah, defrag with a chill. Frost focus. The archetype. I want to upgrade that Sunder is the problem. Yeah, it's hard to say no to that big chunky damage. And keep moving through Spicy Town. Oh, right, we get a relic before Spicy Town. Hey, look, you open a chest, you get 72 gold, but there was a chance there was just no gold in there. Matryoshka is... I probably take Matryoshka on the grounds that either I get no payoff right now, or I get no payoff right now. The difference is this is 2 payoff later, and this is 1 payoff later. The difference is that Matryoshka's payoff is 75% common relic, 25% uncommon relic, 0% chance of rare relic. Whereas this is, I don't even know the spread, but it's probably favorable to this. Anyway, take Matryoshka. Blah to that, that was unpleasant. A lot of unpleasant things happening today. Hopefully it doesn't spell disaster for our god-to-be, Abaddon. Regenerating Luggy is not a problem. It's metallicized that I don't like. Now, speaking of things I don't like... Where are we going with this? I need to free up hand space, so I either wake you up or cast away my defense. And I rather like being able to block against this fool. Multicast is not really doing what I'm looking for, but if I just strike, 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 it's not a lot of output. Do like where it's going next turn, though, so I'm going to do it anyway. We can still get a full hand to draw next turn. Alright, alright, alright. No Sunder is not really a problem. I don't think so, at least. I certainly want that Frost Orb. And I certainly want to charge my battery. 7, 8, 9... Take the more blocking route right now, thank you. Could dual cast at this juncture, opening up the multicast on the Frost for the future blocking. I'll take it. Also opens up the redraw on the dual cast, which would be quite nice. Take 1. 1 against Luggy always feels pretty good. Of course, nothing tends to feel better. Could actually just multicast the Frost Orb for full block. But I'm not doing a lot of damage on the big guy right now, which is unfortunate. He gives me an off turn, but an off turn to do what? Kind of cry a bit? I'll do like this instead. I'm taking this fight way too slow, and bear in mind he is regenerating. And my off turn was kind of wasted there. Life continues to be kind of bad. I think I've played this fight completely wrong. And I don't want to take that full 20, but I might have to. Because this guy needs to die. And again, yeah, I don't have my orbs set up to deal damage for me is the problem. And it's not the end of my problems. It's far from the end of my problems. Good grief. He didn't take the claw. That's a victory for Chet. Yeah, I think my head is in my last run where I had a very lean deck. Gotta remember, I've still got all the fat in my deck right now. Anyway, we get the blue candle, the key, a potion, and another Sunder. I don't think so. I'll take a cool-headed though. Die or lose all my money? one of those days, I guess. Ah, well, thank goodness for chill, I suppose. Thank you, chill. Where's the damage again? I could do with something like electrodynamics. Alright, you get out of here. 7 and 6 and 5. Alternatively, I would like to actually do some damage on these things. And I want to take no damage right now. Almost half of your money. Not all money, yeah. Lucky me, right? Just what I always wanted. Not really taking damage here. Unfortunately, killing you guys when I'm weak doesn't really happen either. Could actually dual cast this and then multicast this for 2 loads of 9 on these things. Opens up a few options. I like that. I do like that. And then suddenly this isn't so bad. And neither are you. Donk. 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 Alright, not bad. Not great, but certainly not bad. Gambler's Brew to get rid of my deck. Clog. Yeah, this deck has problems, no doubt about that. Does it have fewer problems now? Hey, the Claw is back. It's not a Claw deck. I think I need that Darkness if I'm going to win. And I do plan on winning. Darkness with multicast. Oh my god, we get the 2 big multi-fights. Thank goodness Defrag and Chill are there early for me. This guy's going to be a huge problem. Because Sunder ain't killing him. Blah, yourself. And you keep weakening me in things, which is quite nasty. Might have been a better idea to take care of the fat gremlin. Opens up killing gremlin wizard easier. Get rid of that for hand space. I can't even spend all my energy here. What a world. Right, I have problems now. I have big freaking problems. Is it Gambler Brew levels of problems? I'm still weakened, so I can't kill this guy with Sunder. I'd need to soften him up. I could multicast this. That gives me nowhere near enough block. Save me. I'd love to just kill him with this thing. But I'm weakened. Yeah, I should have killed the fat gremlin last time. I had block for sneaky gremlin, and I could kill you. As it happens now, I cannot kill you with this. In fact, even more insultingly, I can't kill the fat gremlin still. Whack. And I'm frail, so these things block even less. And he's going to do that every turn, by the way. Every turn. And then I'm left wondering, what is my answer? Oh, Jesus. Come on, Sunder redraw, although that's probably asking too much. Yeah. I think I'm dead. Goodbye, cruel world. The fate of Windows 10 is to die earlier than Windows 11. What a way to go. Alright, alright. Sometimes the Spire just has its filthy way with you. Which is why we need to turn our minds to Linux. 4 gremlins is a really tough fight, Jumro. You can get lucky with draw, you can get lucky with the kind of gremlins, but if you don't have... if you don't have good anti-gremlin setup, it's grim. They're also a rare fight. Them and the slimes, I think, are only about 6%, and I got them both back to back. And not Windows ME? Which distro? Alright, give me a distro then. We won't do Linux, we'll do a distro. Scrub Linux. Linux Mint. Arc Linux. Slackware Arc. Alright. It's not my forte. Alright, real Linux, let's go. Put out those fires and begin. 100 gold or try the boss swap again? Boss swap's been doing some debatable things for me. Let's check where those everythings are at. Very segregated act here, isn't it? You can go here and then decide if you want an upgrade before the elite, or if you want to just take on the elite's balls to the wall style, but there's no break between them. I suppose there's a relic. Relic could be considered a break. Take the fairly risky long run here. That still doesn't tell me which I'd prefer. 100 gold has no real payoff unless I take one of these shops. Do the boss swap again. Ah! I was asking where all the rare cards are. They're all here. Rare, 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 rare. 5 rares out of 8. But where's the damage? Wait, show me where the damage is in this. I'm looking and I'm not seeing. Okay, well, there's my risk and reward. Does that tell me anything about the route I want to take here? No, not really. Also, where's the block? There are no block cards here. At all. I think this is going to be a pretty short run. You can dodge the elites. No, it's forced elite. It's a bit elaborate, but there is a forced elite path here. Oh well. Thank God Thunderstrike. What an awful card, by the way. Zap Dualcast, what do you have? Good enough. Thank you. Yeah, it's more of a goodbye world, isn't it? Okay, well, we get a potion and... Well, here's the problem. I don't have damage, so I want Ball Lightning, but I don't have block, so I want Cool-Headed. Pretty much have to build the whole deck around these pretty bad cards. Pretty damn bad cards. Go, Zap Dualcast, go. Should have actually hit the acid slime so that all for one takes out in one shot. Well, no, it won't because I'm weak. Oh, I'm weak, alright. Based. It's block, but it's barely any block. But it is block. And I sure don't want Melter in this deck. I think we should skip. I'm going to need some potions where I'm going. Ancient Potion, not bad, actually. Give me the Ancient Potions. Just one of them, I think. Skill Potion could be block. Hello, Cultist. I was asking myself earlier, where's my damage? Still asking myself that. No zero cost stuff to bring back. You're not dead, are you? No, 11, 11, 11 doesn't quite do it. But we come pretty damn close to it. Yeah, then you die to go for the eyes. Wonder if there was an order there that killed it. We're bleeding here. We're bleeding badly. Chill can help with that. Golden Idol can help with that. Innate chill and believe that the sentries are coming up. Ew, the fight that you don't want to Nate. Chill. How does this keep happening? What did I do for this nonsensical everything? I'll still take that chill, though. You might think, Jake, why are you playing Bias Cognition so early? You're just going to get focused down. Well, my take is that the fight should be over within 4 turns, meaning that the downside never happens. Pretty good argument, right? I love blocking. And I love doing good damage to you? Well, kind of. Hmm. 3. 7, 7, and 7. And it's so bad. What an awful card Thunderstrike is. Who came up with this card? No one I want to know. Okay, wow. Electrodynamics saves me a whole lot. Go on, take on the elite. Hey! Sentries with chill plus electrodynamics? That's pretty good. Pretty good. I still don't really have block, but it's still pretty good. Thunderstrike doesn't quite do what I'm looking for here. Multicast blocks, though. Blocking is good. Based. And then life is good. 0 cost? No, not really. 5 and 5. I'll just multicast and live forever, I guess. Wow. I love Thunderstrike now. Okay, well, relics are only getting better, right? Channel X Lightning with my Electrodynamics? I mean, maybe not terrible, but maybe not good either. Alright, we're going to Silly Town. We love Silly Town. I love Centennial Puzzle. And I love dying to Knob. Just feels like the right thing to do when you're playing Slay the Spire. Dubious order there. I probably wanted the lightning on the front. Roar yourself. Hey, Electrodie. Ooh, biased Electrodie. Sure. Well, it's 2 lightning or it's 2 lightning exhaust, but this is a skill, so it makes him mad as a hatter. Interestingly, All for One brings me back my Go for the Eyes to weaken him, but that's not really what we're going for here, is it? At least I can evoke this Frost for some block this turn, and then surely he dies. Believe. Believe. Hold on, maybe I can believe. Could I... Tempest gets me 11, 11, 11, 6, 6, 6, which will not be enough. Can we do more than that? I can do 11, 11, 11. I think a skill potion is likely to help me here, although it could. Because that does 11, 11. Well, it just makes it matter, doesn't it? I'm struggling to think what potion could help me out here. Could evoke an orb. Well, currently, what are we doing? We're doing 33... And a better way is 17 times 3. So we're doing 50-something. Hold on, 50-something? 50-something's a good number. 17, 17, 17, 30, 40. That's 51. And if I just had a skill that evoked an orb, we'd be done. Fission is not good enough because it gets rid of my orbs, which are currently doing damage. That's quite bad. But it does give me energy to do something like Lightning Strike, so observe. Much as I like these things, if they go away, suddenly I can do this. God, I love Lightning Strike. Alright, so once again, doesn't really do anything. Maybe I just want more lightning for more electrodynamics. Sure. We're just making things up as we go, but what else is new? Hello, Looter. I'm going for your eyes, buddy. Just get that evoked for some much-needed block, because we don't know how to block. Get the draw, and then get him killed. How do we get him killed exactly? Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, how hard could it be? How many ball lightnings have been offered now? I don't think Beam Cell's the answer either. Just skip this nonsense. Resting would be nice. Boss is Slime Boss, huh? Resting would be really nice. Electrodye is a lot of front load. Don't you be hurting me. I mean, I could zero cost bring that back, but for what purpose? And then hopefully just one of them buffs. No, they both are very aggressive. That's not very nice of them. It is extremely not very nice of them. Yeah, of course. Oh, of course. The worst way to fight these things is when they're synergized. Becomes a much harder fight because synergized attacks, you kill one, you're weakened, the other one hits you, but when they're desynergized, kill the one that's attacking, and then once the buffed one is buffed, you then attack that one and all as well. A way to block is quite welcome, but a way to generate more frost is probably also welcome, so it's a tough call. Come on, cool-headed. Really want to remove my crummy strikes. Sunder's quite nice. Wait, hold on. What am I looking to remove here? We already got rid of everything with a panda box. Thunderstrike is bad. But it's a really good end of fight attack. After going through making a lot of lightning orbs, we play this and then something dies. Still pretty garbage, though. Yeah, remove the last strike, the Thunder Strike. Might remove Static Discharge. I hate this card. All for One could be useful down the line. Doesn't really do anything right now, but Static Discharge is just bleh. Haha, yourself. I want that self-repair. Might want that Sunder just for upfront damage. Let me think. Slime Boss. Electrodye will take care of him pretty neatly once he's split up. Yeah, Thunderstrike's a late game boss killer, yeah, but it's not a kill things now killer. It is on sale, but Thunder really needs an upgrade. When it comes to upgrades, I suppose having zero cost zap would be quite handy at this point. Same with their zero cost dual cast. You know, I'll pass on this for now. And then we believe in the zero cost zapping. Yeah, zero cost upgrades also upgrade all for one. What a win. Guy could kill me in 3 turns if I don't get my good setup going. Does this look like good setup? Looks like something. I wouldn't put good setup on the top of that list, though. Well, at least he shouldn't kill me here. Shouldn't. Gonna want that draw in this kind of fight. Oh, they come swinging with a double 18. I don't know what the odds of that are, but it's not high. It's a flame tackle, right? 70% chance to lick, 30% to use flame tackle. And the tackle is also 30, so 30%, 30%, and they're both doing it. Lovely. It's not lovely. Anyway, it's based cognition. It's a lightning strike. It's going for the eyes, and it's telling you all to please kindly piss off. Self-repair? That was too much to ask for. Oh well. Bye, Slime Boss. Who rests before Slime Boss? Are we actually going Snecko here? I have a lot of unupgraded cards. Okay, good. We're not going Snecko. Inserter is a win game relic, as long as you live long enough. And preferably you have a consume and a way to block. We don't have these things. The energy from the nuclear battery will not last, although energy does play a lot, and that Sozu, I don't like it. Take the ridiculous inserter. Yeah, doing better than Windows 10. We got that going for us at least. Plasma Orb with multicast is really just a one-off thing. I need something that pays me off more over time. Because we're actually not bad on the front load. Want to go shopping, want to go upgrading, and but I really want the Spicy Elite dead. Oh, but Spicy Elite, it's looking dubious. Especially with all this money, I don't want to die rich. We don't die rich. Well, the muggers are certainly going to see to that. Freaking guys, man. Cease your nonsense. Thanks for the draw, chumps. I mean, that just ends the fight, and I can get my self-repair down next turn. Block is notably not here. Cool-headed might draw into... go for the eyes is kind of block. Sure. So we're doing 20 damage here, but we get self-repair down, and you're dead. Okay, life is good then. Alright, I get my gold back. Hey, Sunder's here for free. Don't have to pay for it. I like free Sunder, but I don't know. Kind of, like I said, Sunder really needs the upgrade at this point. And our damage is still from orbs. Leap on the grounds that I have no real defense? Not a good enough argument. Come back with a real argument. Wait, was that a... yeah, question mark fight. 10% chance, of course. Based. Hello World only gives you commons, it can't give us Melter. Don't get too carried away at that idea. Ain't bad. I would like that self-repair down, but I also want this thing to die. Is it dying if I don't cast it? I think it's better to go for the kill. That said, I just killed my block for next turn. Maybe I regret that. Maybe I just kill him. Killing him is good. What's 6 times 7? Well, it's 14 times 3. Yeah, get out of here. Someone said get rid of your lightning strike. What is this, madman? Okay, now that they have pluses on them, I'm a bit more receptive. 12 block or the possibility to have even more than 12 block. Gambler Brew over upgrading my hand. Upgrade my hand. Keep removing garbage. Oh, loop is good. Recycle is good. A lot of good stuff here. And I do have the money for it as well. Panacea, good. Sorry, Hello World. I think you've outlived your usefulness. I want a nice tight deck here. Can still afford the recycle. Can still afford the loop. Loop is good. But recycle is good. Recycle Tempest is a make your own energy thing. Get loop though, I'm already in an upgrade deficit. Alright, chosen in bird nerd. Okay, good. Didn't want that in the first place. Oh, I'll be suffering alright, don't you worry about that. Fight could get ugly. Do I want to Ancient Potion before I Biased? Because I can see this fight getting very ugly with all the dazeds and things. Personally, I'm seeing a lot of ugliness coming my way, so I will do that. Because this guy is going to add so many dazeds into my deck and cause me a lot of heartache. And do I immediately feel good about doing that? Pretty good. Let's weaken both of these fools. Yeah, great, thank you. Kill that bird. I already have all the block. Echo Form could allow me to... I've already played Self-Repair. Echo Form allows me to double the electrodynamics next turn and just kill them anyway, but Tempesting now achieves the same thing, and I'd rather have my payoff now. Life is good. Payoff now, he says. Time to die. Alright, give me the gold, give me options. Plus or frost? We have no way of getting additional frost currently, so give me the frost. Ooh, didn't we just have this fight? Freaking Act 2, man. It's just chosen, chosen, chosen all the way down. Ridiculous. Oh, I'm suffering all right. Don't you worry about that. I have got the suffering down to a T. Based. Oh, can get the full-on self-repair going. How do you feel about dying, you guys? Because that 18 is looking at me a bit scary. And I don't think I can just kill you here. If I self-repair and Tempest, that's still not enough. If I ditch the self-repair, I could ball Lightning and Tempest. Might actually get me out of here better. Also blocks a bit better. Probably better, right? Hopefully not daft. Alright, replacement potion is welcome. Claw plus! How could I say no to that? Quite easily. Alright, I have a massive upgrade deficit. I really want Apotheosis, but it's unlikely to come. Loop is nice. Recycle is nice. Bias Cognition is nice. Seem to be running into energy problems rather a lot. But we also don't have a lot of draw. Tempest Plus, pretty good with recycle. Why do you say it's good with recycle? I'm unsure what you mean by that. Recycle, if I use it on Tempest, will give me 4 energy, so I go from 3 to 4 energy. But Tempest Plus does exactly the same thing. Tempest Plus is good, you know, you can play it on 0 energy and you still get a lightning orb. Tricky, tricky. Let's see, we're fighting the chump. Fighting the chump says recycle to slim down your deck and you kill him. Alright, very good. Do we just balls to the wall against the elite, or do we feel like we want another upgrade, relic, and shopping experience before the elite? I did say I'm upgrade deficit, so let's go this way. Also gives me a no, but also yes, but also no, but also yes. Can't afford hollow and remove. What am I removing? Deck actually looks quite nice. All for one could honestly go. What does it bring back? Zap, go for the eyes, recycle, Panacea if I missed it, but why would I ever miss Panacea? It's like saying it brings back chill. It doesn't bring back chill, we play chill. Hologram, on the other hand, brings back... That's another upgrade target. Might finally just get rid of Thunderstrike. But Thunderstrike became a good recycle target. God, I need some draw. I need some draw badly. Getting rid of a card is like drawing. Maybe I could even get rid of Jewel Cast. What does Jewel Cast really do? Well, if it upgrades, it goes well with all for one, but I can't assume it's going to upgrade. Honestly, multicast could go. I don't have the energy for a good multicast. Although as a recycle target, it does give me a lot of energy. Get out of here, Jewel Cast. Hopefully not ridiculous, because I do also get an upgrade here. Loop is very tempting, so we take it. Although if I say I need draw, why not cool-headed? Yes, why not cool-headed? And... it's garbage. Yeah, complete garbage. Goodbye, tiny chest. Alright, it's Labor O'Clock, but who would have known Chill comes at the top of my deck? And hey, Based Cognition is here as well. Splendid. Yeah, don't hurt me, please. Now they hurt me. But maybe that's not so bad, because I get to draw stuff, and I like drawing stuff. Sadly, Recycle isn't here. Recycle could have hit Multicast or Thunderstrike for 3 energy. Panacea is going to block a little bit of the down, and Electrodynamics is going to do some heavy lifting here. Heavy lifting. What are we looking at? We're looking at 12, 24. Kills the front one. The back one's going to ensnare me, but that's not a problem. Maybe I want some block down the line, and the line is here. Yes, it is. Oh, they're all dead. Okay, that's a shame. Don't know my own strength. Fortunately, lack of self-repair healing doesn't matter because we get the panties to deal with the chump. Amplify. In your head, you amplify loop or self-repair or echo form or electro. Actually, there are so many powers here. Wow. That doesn't happen often. Or ever. Only works this turn, though. There's a strong argument for doing Amplify. And if I have Amplify, the value of Panacea Plus goes up as well. Upgrading Multicast allows me to play it even when there's no payoff, really. A lot of half-decent things here. Cognition, yeah, based cognition does scream out for the... But it's only +1 focus, really. Yeah, go on then. This also buys me an extra turn before I start feeling the downside if it comes before Panacea, which it's done every single fight, and it will continue to do because Panacea is only going to block some of this nonsense. Oh well, what the heck are off turns for? That was the wrong order. Oh well. So I can get a lot of energy, but no payoff. And there's nothing to all for one back, so we just suffer here. Well, suffering is fun. Suffering is fun. I can't kill you, can I? Probably not. I would Blessing of the Forge if it means killing you, by the way. So we're going to do 8 times 5, which is 40, 49. We could add another 8 to it, but it still won't kill. How unfortunate. Alright, thank goodness we have a pentagram. That was just a horrific draw order. Which got made a little bit better with self-repair being here, thank goodness. Based. And now you're just already dead. Is there anything I can do to aid that? Not really. Die. Alright, get some healing, get a potion I don't want. Barrage. Genuine damage to consider. Because if I fill up with orbs, that thing becomes a champ destroyer, but the cold snap is actually pretty good as well. We like having more frost orbs. I'd rather have a glacier, but cold snap will do. Probably the last cold snap or thing like that I add. I mean, card removes are cheap, but at this point, what do we still remove? I'm really tempted to get rid of All for One. Just does nothing. Yeah, it brings back Recycle, but honestly, I'd rather have a card to draw. And getting rid of a card is like card to draw. Yeah, sorry, All for One, it's just not your day. Ah, match and keep. Oh, God. Okay, fission. Fission is a possibility. Double energy is nice. Steam barrier, nope. Zap, nope. Parasite, one more try. What are we getting? Do I want double energy? No, my struggle is draw, not energy. So I would have liked the fission, but as is almost always the case, you get nothing out of match and keep. You just don't have enough turns. The panties will heal, so... Is it Panacea's time to shine? Because I could conceivably get Panacea and then Amplify based cognition, which would pretty much win the fight, believe. You mostly get stuff if you take the risks. The risk is getting garbage, and there's only one thing that we didn't risk there. Sorry, only one thing that we... Yeah, there's one thing that we backed away from, and if we hadn't backed away from it, we could have gotten fission. But I didn't want to add garbage. Let's go. Hey, I got one relic all act. Amazing. Panacea. Hopefully he doesn't debuff to get rid of the Panacea, and hopefully we draw Amplify with based cognition. Because what he could do is just face slap me, or taunt me, and then we lose all the upside from Panacea. I'll take the chance, though. I'm a big old chance taker after all. Come on, Amplify. And he's doing face slap. Okay, well, a single bias cognition is still good payoff, but... That doesn't happen. Okay. Well, it could have happened. 7/7 full block. Beautiful. Not really concerned about this champ fight. He should be dead to rights. Especially if I can echo from there as my amplify. Should have thought that about that a little bit more, because I could have recycled leap and then amplified echo form. But I didn't think about it. Just saw echo form and clicked echo form. Rookie mistake. I'm playing really poorly today, which is why we've, you know, lost so much so far. Let's have a lot of draw. Draw is cool. Block is cool as well. Yeah, Inserter also wins the fight. Champ, you defeat him by just scaling once. And we do more than just scale once here. We scale him in many ways. You know, we scale him by bringing down the deck. Scale him by bringing up the pain. What am I actually looking at here? I think this is kind of funny to do, so I'm going to do it. I was contemplating just pulling out loads of lightning at my arse. But maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should keep in mind that frost is good. Yeah. I'm contemplating just... Brrr, but we got rid of lightning strike. Or no, we didn't get rid of lightning strike. Whoa, okay. Now I was contemplating recycling multicast. That would give me 6 energy. Then I could recycle something else, but why don't we just do this? Yeah, beautiful. Struggling to see myself playing Tempest in this fight. And I suppose I could. I want some block here. Amplify probably no longer plays, right? Yeah, goodbye, Amplify. And hello, the wonderful world of more lightning. I'm going to want more block than that. Block will become a problem. Oh, look, more block than that. Nah. Nah. How much damage does Thunderstrike do now? I've lost count. Does a minor amount of damage. Probably not worth talking about. I wonder how Champ feels about all of that. Probably great. Yeah. Alright, Chomp, what'll it be? He's going to chimp out. That's what he's going to do. Oh well, good luck with that. Fun fight, but not for him. Core Surge is another way to get bias cognition down without downsides, which is pretty huge. Meteor Strike is unplayable. Or is it? It's a pretty good target for recycle, but draw remains a problem, so I think we just take the Core Surge. Buffer is indeed nice block, but I want to be able to do my biased things. Yes. Could also take the Cursed Key. That way we can still rest, and I just lose 1 relic for it. But as a man desperate for relics, I think we take the Coffee Dripper. We have Self-Repair and we have the Panties. So as long as we reach the end of the act, we should be fine on the healing. Show me the Merchant, show me the rest. Someday we'll get the pre-things back. Got broken for some odd reason. I don't have free pathing, I must go here. How do I go there? I can go shopping afterwards, which is rather appealing. Probably this way. That'll do. Alright, Orb Walker. What can you do? Well, you can hurt me. That's not very nice. Ah. Interesting. Just give me all the focus, right? I don't care about the downsides because, 1, they get blocked, and 2, I'd rather just have the front-loaded death to you. Death to you is good. Plus I can self-repair. In what way should I double my self-repair? Could also just kill you, but I want self-repair, so... life is good. I need to stop playing so fast and loose, by the way. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing, I'm just doing it. And that is a sure sign way to get myself into the dead zone. Reinforced Body Plus is tempting front-loaded block, but we just need to be fast, and then we don't worry about that. Barrage Plus is a pretty good answer to a question that I struggle to answer, which is, if I don't have lightning, how do I deal damage? We'll take it. I'd want it a little later, but now is fine. Oh well, this is a great fight for us. Okay, don't play everything then. Based. That was a mistake, wasn't it? Oh well. Zap will finish this fight for me. Yeah, there you go, Zap, thank you. Oh, that also finished this fight for me. No self-repair, but no need. Nothing to set up other than the inserter, and I accidentally set it up. Doom and Gloom. I didn't get rid of multicast. Could be a very good way to obliterate something. But we already have our obliterate something cards, so I'm going to take the chill. We're getting offered some pretty good cards. Can we continue with that? Eh. I'm going to take that panic button. Shuffle and draw. Discovery could be anything, but it could also be clog. Deck's looking really good. I just need draw. I was hoping for Master of Strategy. Skim would be good as well. Madness, maybe not so bad. Madness plus, yes. Madness minus, nah. Although it could Madness hit the lightning strike and then you just pwn your enemies, but that's one of those don't get carried away with what you're thinking approaches. How fast is this fight going to be over? It's one of those awkward fights. Whereas what I could do is just multicast, chill multicast. Not take the damage this turn. Yeah, let's try and avoid such things. For now. Yeah, I'll take damage, but... Oh, that gets rid of both of the artifact. Okay, well, good thing Core Surge is here. Still needs to not do that to me again, though. Sorry, I'd have panic button if it does nasty things to me. 16 isn't nasty, it just blocks and attacks. Draw is good. Can't block next turn. Oh wait, no, I can still block. I forgot that gets blocked by artifact. Just weaken you while we're at it for a good lark. You can cheaply remove the curse and it's plus 6 max hit points. It's not worth 50 gold maybe, or maybe it is. The problem is I have to wait this long to get rid of that curse, so it's going to draw me down into elite fights, which is why I'm not interested. That's totally the reason. Totally well thought out. Where's my draw, man? I just do not have draw in my deck. That's not going to be enough. Might need it anyway, though. This does nothing. Don't want to do nothing. Also don't want to get massively smacked. Ugh, it's only 8 damage. But I don't want to take 8 damage. 12 is... Oh, wait, no, isn't that 12 with 2 debuffs? Yeah, it is. I don't want that either. Risk it for a biscuit. Alright, fine. Guess I can get the lightning strike to finish him off. Well, there's my... Ooh, hang on. How many self-repairs? Thank you. Extra thank you. Don't curse me, okay? Alright, life is good. Now you just get out of here. Alright, life is sorted. We're going to heal for 21 coming out of this, which brings us to almost full. And almost full has got to be good enough. Is that going to kill you? 4, 17, 12, 12, 12. Yeah, get out of here. No. No trash allowed in this deck. What's Thunderstrike doing there, then? The mind boggles. Rather just evoke these pretty quickly. That's okay. I treat that as I wanted the draw in the first place, and then I start feeling good about my decisions. Echo Form is good. Panic Button's surprisingly good. A leap Panic Button, because I don't really have a way to kill these things, do I? Wish I had a better recycle target. If I recycled Echo Form, I could play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It really doesn't open anything, does it? Might not be a bad Blessing of the Forge hand. It makes Panic Button block more. Sure. Surely sure. More options, please. The only thing Jake likes more than playing cards is sending the hungry, tired children into the coal mines. It'll be a long time since I'd done that. I'm not saying you're wrong. Let's not get that twisted. Yeah, Bias Cog and Electrodynamics are taking the time. I said my deck is fast enough. I might have exaggerated the facts there. Would quite like you dead. Can I kill you? Might be a struggle if I'm dealing 11, 11, and 7. That won't be enough. Could maybe. Things have gone a little different. Alright, there you are, Biased. Where have you been? Or we just kill everyone. Killing everyone is good. Alright. Limited healing, but it's still healing. Nah, none of this nonsense. Can't rest anyway. Upgrades. Well, hang on. There's only one more fireplace, and if the upgrade is not amazing, which it isn't, we recall, because I might find something that I really want to upgrade in the future. Must go... Actually, I could go either way, but let's slay elites. We just saved ourselves from Spicy Repto by facing non-Spicy Repto, which could be considered bad in its own right. Easily. Very easily. Ow. Alright, Electrodynamics, if ever there was a time to shine... Amplify Biased is so close to what I need, but it's not what I need. This is trouble. Luck be upon us. I need you to get hit. But I'm probably dead. Were you worried? I mean, I wasn't worried. Okay, okay, staying alive. Now I really, really need to echo form that self-repair and still get out of here alive. Also, I'm bleeding bias, which is bad. Also, I'm injured, which is bad. 4, 4, 4, 4. They're going to Electro die, which is fine. Panacea is going to block some of the downsides. This will block even more of it. A little bit risky in a lot of ways, this. But I really need to double my self-repair at this rate, because that went poorly. Fortunately, these will kill the little buggers. There's Echo and there's self-repair, so I should be out of this without too much bother. And I can just panic button here. Actually, I can leap panic button, even better. Didn't really need to now, did I? Anyway, got to double that self-repair. And now I got to get out of here. Goodbye. Life is good. Ish. Buy deck spot. Hello, get out of jail free brew. Stack looking pretty good, but not good enough. Pass. Upgrade all cards, no longer heal. Not on my watch. That heal to full is looking quite good, actually. As mentioned before, the curses are relatively cheap to get rid of. Becoming weak is not a big deal. But a rare relic is also an opportunity to heal. And get a rare relic and other boss rewards, so we're going to take it. Alright, it's the Junkyardian, which is the lesser slur that I can give this guy. And I got slurs for days. It should not be difficult to full block this guy and then set up Amplify, Self-Repair, Echo. The most important thing, of course, is to make sure that we are... Oh, there's my deck. Oh, buggery. That was exactly wrong. I could gamble away the Echo form and seek to amplify it in the future. Is that really the way I'm looking for this? Because I need to amplify the Echo form. Okay, No, we can... No, we can't make this work. I needed Amplify and Echo form together with my forward energy, and of course I just drew into them both with 3. Why do you need 2 Echo forms? Because we hit Amplify with one of them, and then we hit Self-Repair with the second one. Because otherwise we just self-repair twice. You only need to heal double. Oh, Christ, it's a boss, so we pantographed. Oh, well, okay. No worries then. I wasn't worried. Any claims to the contrary are fabricated. Possibly by me. Hey, panic button. That gets me out of this. Hey, I can double my self-repair. I can also keep him weakened. Right, thank you, panic button. Life is good. We don't care about the no block because we can just block with orbs. The no block only applies to cards, which is good for us. Let's draw Quintillion. And just tell this guy to suck a fat one. Don't really care about chill. I do care about 2,000 artifact, preparing for biased cog, though. God, that's a lot. Not that I need to stall this fight out anymore, right? We're full healing and there's nothing to set up other than my inserter. Although it still feels good to set up. This poor guy's long dead. The only threatening fight you can get here, in my humble and correct opinion, is Hexajoke. That can be really rather threatening. Didn't set up my inserter. It was the easiest thing to do and I couldn't be bothered doing it. Old coin before a shop? Oh, don't mind if I do. Regen potion when I have coffee dripper. The flex potion barrage can cleave things in two. I don't think I need that healing. Ooh. 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 Gosh, now, those are some options. Creative AI probably doesn't do that much for us. We struggle on energy and draw, and that doesn't help too much. Hollow Plus is very, very nice. Creative AI when you have Amplify, yeah, it's not worth it though, it's too slow. It's a lot of energy to dunk on something that has slow payoff. I'll take the hologram though, hologram is nice. Although another chill is actually pretty cool, but it's too slow. Give me the hologram. Frozen egg, all powers are upgraded. Funny. Alright, it's not metallicized Reptile. Let's be grateful for that. Giant Head could be a problem because I do damage through my orbs, but I could just set up one big barrage and murder him. Murdering is good. Panacea is also good. Sure. Hopefully we get Bias Cog down before too long. Good enough. Nah, save that for later. With self-repair, taking 6 damage is no big deal, and I want the draw anyway. Because then I can go Echo Form, and then wonder, where's my Amplify? Echo Form's still worth it, though. Echoing Loop also considered worth it. Hollow gets me nothing of particular value. Not picking AI was correct, says Sudazima. It's slow, and Thunderstrike scale plenty. Yeah, for my end of fight killing enemy, I have a lot of ways forward. If I somehow get lots of energy, I can multicast things to death. I can just get loads of focus, and my electricity will kill things. If somehow that doesn't work, Thunderstrike will kill things. And if that doesn't work, I can just insert her and have loads of orbs and kill things. And if that doesn't work, Barrage kills things. And if that doesn't work, Flex Potion Barrage kills things. We have so many ways to scale, so the important thing right now is 1, front load my block, possibly front load damage in case I'm in a hallway fight that I want to end quickly, and 2, be fast. So I want draw. Currently my deck lacks the draw. I've got machine learning, but that needs itself to be played before it even does anything for me. So I would love something like a Skim. I would consider Overclock Plus. Master Strategy would be amazing. Centennial Puzzle is doing a lot for me, though. That's drawing 3, which is great. You know, often when you're relatively new to the game, you look at it and go, haha, strong card, good. And you're right, strong cards are good, but they only make up a part of how you actually win. Well, certainly part of how I actually win. I need that biased, but it shouldn't be a problem because I can almost certainly double it next turn. And I have loads of artifact to deal with it, so just keep dealing with it. Dealing is good. How about making loads of Tempest? And that's a lot of Lightning Orb, but it really doesn't advance the fight in the same way of just having some Frost Orbs front-loading my world does. And we have a loop in place, so I actually want the Frost Orbs at the front. There we go. Creative AI can be block and draw besides scaling. Wait, it can be draw? Explain that one to me. Clearly we're seeing a different card. Alright, so I get all the upsides of Bias Cognition, none of the downsides, and then suddenly blocking looks like more of an afterthought than anything else. So yeah, we outscale the Giant Head here. Thank you very much, Insert Her. And thank you for being weak. Order. Dubious order. Just set up my self-repairing, so we're done with it. My argument is I'm not taking any more damage this fight, so just give me draw instead. Is it a good argument? I'm not sure yet. One can hope so. Amplify with Electrodynamics. Funny choices. That said, that's goodbye my Frost, and I would rather like to keep my Frost. And I'd like to keep you weak. Keep you very weak. And Giant Head has a ton of hit points, and we're still just zapping him to death with electricity without really worrying about our block too much. And now we worry about our block even less. Also, he's dead. Without my inserter set up, I don't really want him dead. I'm blocking 48, he's doing 45, he'll die next turn. I like him dying next turn. Oh, God. Off by 2. Off by 2 killed me previously. Let's hope it's not killing me here. I thought I'd run the numbers quickly in my head, but clearly I didn't run them well enough. Where are those upgraded powers I was promised with this frozen egg? At least we have all the keys for the heart now. I have... Where did I get 723 gold for? Let's go shopping. Must have been this weird old 1 yen coin that I have. Oh, thank you, Chill. Thank you, Innate Chill. Also, such aggressive shapes. It's not very nice. That's not very nice. It's not worth it. Don't be tempted by that, even though I'm quite tempted by it. Here's what happens to echo forms around here. Life is good. What a weird fight. that was incredibly fast of them. Good thing I was faster. Would have struggled. You're already dead, and you will hurt me if I strike you. Now you won't. I thought you were dead. Oh god, what is it with me and running the numbers today? It's just not happening. Jake, you played the thing after bias. I don't care. This fight doesn't even tickle me, so I'm not concerned. The only concern I have is that I once again failed to set up my inserter, so too bad. Clearly we're not needing it. Aggregate? Again, I don't have the draw to make aggregate worthwhile. Aggregate slows me down rather than speeds me up. It is, however, a really nice hologram target. Could be useful for those turns where I draw far more than 4 energies worth of cards, but the key word there is draw. My problem is not energy, it's draw. The energy problems only occur once I have the draw, and I most often don't have the draw. So the aggregate, I think, hurts me more than hinders me. Now, the shop might change my mind on that. Defrag plus, yes. Cool-headed minus, maybe. Clockwork souvenir, yes. I mean, I'm rich, so we buy everything that seems like it'll help. Birdface Stern, meh. 2 random attack upgrades. None of my attacks really benefit from upgrades. Maybe Core Surge. Thunder Strike. Could do a lot of extra damage, but probably doesn't. What are we removing from this deck? Seldom do I find myself using multicast, so it's a tempting thing to get rid of. Tempest is in a similar position. I don't have the spare energy to make those things do what I want them to do, and they just brick me more often than not. So I think it's goodbye Tempest. Alright, well, I could actually get rid of Ball Lightning. But Ball Lightning does Tempest plus attack damage, so maybe not. I think I get rid of Tempest. I have plenty of orbs as it is. A little disappointed in the shop overall, though. I could cool-head it into upgrading cool-headed, because currently I lack a good upgrade target. Loop is actually my best upgrade target. Loop's quite amazing. Let's upgrade Loop. So the question is, do I want cool-headed? And the answer is probably not. I'd rather just draw into my existing cool-headed plus more often. The whetstone is nice. I just covered why the whetstone is not very nice. What is it upgrade of value here? Plus 3 damage, plus 3 damage, already upgraded. Plus 3 damage, plus 3 damage, plus 4 damage, or plus 1 damage 1 week, or 2 damage. Just waste of money, really. And who knows, we might find so much stuff to buy in the final shop that I'm going to want all this money. It's possible. It's unlikely, though. Secret technique can grab me a skill. What skill would I suddenly go, God, I wish I had this in hand? Amplify, and Chill, and Cool-Headed, and Panacea, and Panic Button. Possibly Multicast, Hologram, Reset. Yeah, it's bought. Alright, let's get out of here. A lot of excellent skill targets for the robot. This guy is a problem we need to solve quickly. And of course we don't have the tools to solve it quickly, we're just taking damage. Well, that stinks. At least Thunderstrike can play. Wow, that's unthinkable. It's true, though. Go, Thunderstrike. You're so good. 20 damage turn one's not the end of the world against this guy. Not getting my setup could be considered more of a concern, though. No powers to amplify other than loop. I'm not sure I want loop amplified. It costs me all my everything right now. But I could do something like this. Amplifying the loop really doesn't have payoff currently. It's better to just deal the damage now. But what I can do is I can weaken him and play Panic Button. So better to get the setup done now, one would think. Yeah, there we go. Now I don't feel so bad at all. Hologram, anything for setup? Not really. It's better to hit him than block. It certainly is. Alright, now we're talking. Based. Wishing I had that other hologram so I could secret technique amplify the based cognition. As it stands, this is okay. Well, the skills here, it's just multicast, chill, and leap, isn't it? This is pretty damn good output, right? But it's not damn good enough. I still need something added here, probably leap. It's not a great thing to draw in the future, and bleh. He's getting serious. We finally get Echo Form, but it comes with other things that I'd quite like to play. So what's the answer here? The answer is I can't really Echo Form, sadly. Thank you for the energy, but I think I just have to make do with this. Not the end of the world. Again, we have the panties for dealing with boss gauntlets, so I'm pretty confident we'll be going into there with full health. That's a hell of a panda box. I just tuned in, says Andaris. Yeah, hopefully you didn't see the stuff that came before it. It was quite mortifying. Oops. Should have recycled multicast. But I might actually want that multicast. Yeah, let's do it anyway. Thanks for the energy. Thanks for the draw. Thanks for making him weak. And thanks for obliterating him. Yeah, I could probably go for the kill one way or another, but I'm not concerned about this. Nothing to be gained from killing the transient unless you have something like Feed or Hand of Greed. Or what about loads of Thunder Striking? Loads of Thunder Striking. Yeah, go on. Prove your mettle. And people talk down about this card. It's pretty crap, though. I mean, if it didn't have Amplify, it would probably be gone by now. Powers are nice. Nicer than Flex Potion. A little bit, yes. I'm tempted. You might say, Jake, you've already got Inserter. Why do you want Capacitor? Capacitor is fast. Inserter is kind of fast, but it becomes a lot faster with Capacitor Plus. Can I fill it up fast enough? If I had a Glacier, I'd say yes, but I don't. Stack, maybe. I have a lot of cards. Nah. We were offered a stack plus and I didn't take it. I'm not taking stack minus. I still don't have a consume. If I had consume, I'd be taking this. Consume might show up. If I had consume, I'd already take it. Well, this is interestingly nice. Do I want to double that self-repair? I don't think I care that much. Not with the pantograph. This guy would have to ruin my day for me to want that. Ooh. Well, how about we just do everything? I don't really care about the downsides here. What downsides could there possibly be? I don't see any. 2 orbs. Some thunder striking? That's degenerate. Too degenerate even for me. But this isn't. Again, I wish I had the draw. You know, we could have recycled that and drawn further and life would be good. As it stands, life might not be good. I might have a lot of focus, but it's going to be going down fast. Well, loads of Panacea could help out there, but we can have that next turn. Can also hologram whatever I want. Bring me Cool-Headed Plus. And bring me back my own... Well, actually, you know what? I could amplify that machine learning. I like that idea. Or the loop, but I'd rather have the draw. Yeah, we're fine. I mean, how dead is the Maul right now? I think he's pretty dead. I think he's pretty damn dead. And I even set up my inserter for once. Amazing. Tempting. Extremely tempting. I still wish I had draw. That Turbo Plus would be nice, but the Buffer Plus... Yeah, that saves me from some nasty big hits that I can otherwise struggle to deal with. We've already called and we can't rest, so our upgrade target is... difficult. Loop. I think I said loop. Hey, Jackie's coming in. So I often watch Jackie play Slay the Spire. He's another great Slay the Spire player. His numbers are bigger than mine, so clearly he's higher up in the pecking order. How much damage does Barrage do these days? Well, if I fill up all my orb slots, tons. Alright, Time Bugger. I see the panic button could immediately come into play. It's a dubious choice, though, given that he might hurt me hard next turn. So he's coming in to do the draw down. And if he follows that up with Reverberate, I'm in for a bad time. But I think we just believe that Chill... Maybe get some stuff on the front here. Yeah, I believe that we'll be fine. Ah, see. Not that we face the downsides anyway. The Amplify and the Electrodynamics really does not do much for us. I could play the Power Potion and dupe whatever's in that, though. How much of a problem do I think this fight is going to be? My artifact is gone. He's hurting me next turn. I'd rather keep the Frost here. I don't even want to play much at all. Maybe just the Barrage and move on. Maybe even nothing. It's extra for Thunderstrike, yeah, but I need to live. Living is good. Maybe do nothing. I want to save the potions as best I can. Well, here comes the... Oh, right, he was drawing me down again. The bastard. Okay, bias has become a problem now. But I don't think it's a problem enough for me to not play it. I'll keep that for later. Yeah, there's my beloved Panacea, also Echo Form. Ah, my god, he doesn't quit, does he? Echo, Panacea, Defrag, go for the eyes. That feels a lot better. And then I don't see that multicast happening, so get rid of that. He takes his time warp. Donk. Alright, I'm almost out of ways to stop the bias. Could big buffer this guy. That's a lot of big buffers. That's pretty cool. Oh, I love this loop. There's nothing too secret technique here. And I can add up for once. Great. Yeah, Tim is a really good matchup for the Defect. That much is for certain. I have one biased here now, don't I? I do actually need to start hurting this guy, and I would actually quite like to have some artifact to stop my my things from happening. Yes, my things. Excellent use of words by me. Secret tackers for what exactly? Hollow the Cool-Headed? My problem is I don't have a lot of cards left to play. Which is not necessarily a problem. I can get by on 3 cards next turn. Surely. What with all the thunder striking I can do to one man? Is thunder strike more damage than just barraging him to death? Alternatively, I could... Well, there's a lot of things I could do. What's this anyway? That's 5 times 7, or 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 36 or 35. Life gives so many difficult choices. He's almost about to chimp out, but there's nothing really for him to get rid of in terms of debuffs, so that's not a big deal. I want more draw, because it keeps no-drawing me, the bugger. The buffer was a great choice. I just feel this lovely 4-layer of safety. It's excellent. The capacitor's a bit much, but I'll take the self-repair, even though it doesn't really play here. And then I can still capacitor for the lark. And then I realize I made a bit of a mistake, but whatever. 2 cards next turn. Because 3 is just a crutch. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing today. Let's be quite clear about that one. Just frost me up, baby. Oh no, not one of my 4 blockers gone. Not sure I'm going to handle this situation. Wait, my bias is going away. Maybe don't be quite so coy. Yeah, we lost a lot of focus here. I need to actually start doing damage before I lose everything. There's my beloved Thunderstrike and no energy with which to play it. Could get pretty messy. Don't have a lot of ways of hurting him. I got Thunderstrike that does a bazillion damage, but I still need to be able to play it. Which I struggle at right now. Thunderstrike will save this fight. Yeah. Yeah, Steiner's divisions will come and encircle the Time Eater, and then we'll be fine. Oh, of course, of course. What was I saying? We have so many different ways of scaling. Well, here's one of them. Brrr. Beautiful. All right, now he's pretty on the ropes. And look, I set up my inserter perfectly and we got all of our health back. Clearly a calculated fight. We don't pay attention to Nunchaku. All right. Was that a rare Final Fantasy IX reference? No. This fight I need to step a little more gingerly, and I play my powers with Reckless Abandon. Now I need to do it with Reckoned Abandon. Ideally, I just set up a beautiful double bias cognition, and then we outscale the fight with Inserter. So let's not do stupid things like play Electrodynamics. That would just be very dumb. Who would do such a thing? Well, buffer's helpful. But what about amplifying biased already? We could just single bias. There's nothing wrong with doing that. There's never been anything wrong with just doing that. Hell, it tends to be a win con on its own. Holding out for double biased is just being greedy. He's a big bugger, isn't he? How much do I want to take that damage? I don't think I want to take it much at all. Really don't want to take that damage. You just piss off. Nary a problem. Starting to feel like I'm digging myself a hole here. A hole from which escape is proving difficult to find. Okay, good. I was worried about getting my biased cognition preventing me from just multicasting the little guys to death. Yeah, life is good. This guy's going to have a very hard time doing any meaningful damage to me. Ah, Panacea. Although there's not much to Panacea anymore, is there? We guarantee get Echo Form next turn, and we are Echo Forming. There's no draw to be had here, is there? No, not at all. I should just get Frost and nothing but Frost. Unfortunately, I can't draw anything that helps me out there. Panic Button will be very helpful next turn, actually. Gosh, there's not much to say this turn, is there? Panacea, Core Surge, don't zap, do Barrage. Contemplate getting rid of Thunderstrike, because it's not really how we win the fight. Yeah, okay. Kind of good for draw. Oh no, not 28 damage. What'll I do? I'll do this. Snippety snap. Don't look back. Alright, now we're in a pretty good state. We'll be in an even better state with some loop plussing. Yes, please. I understand the damage that's coming my way. Don't think that's lost on me for a moment. What do we even have here? 30. Yeah, we're fine, man. Get out of my face. Alright, so that was a good setup. I don't think we would have been that hot against Donu Deka. Probably wouldn't have been a huge problem, but certainly not a fight that I was looking forward to doing. And now we just kill this guy. Machine learning, there's no need. Zap, there is no need. We'll do machine learning and the other thing later. That pays off. And it gets that out of my deck, which is useful. He's doing a lot of damage, isn't he? Why is he so angry? Why is he so mad? Ah, this freaking guy. The unfortunate thing is I need my barrage to hurt him. And as you can see, he can do quite a bit of damage to me. Like, rather a lot of damage to me. Yeah, 104 is no small amount, so how about he stops doing that? Barrage hasn't been yet. Oh, Barrage gets shuffled out. That's a bit of a shame. Ball Lightning, it's no longer your time to shine. And, well, there's not really much point in not doing more damage to this guy, especially if I keep him weak. So the vague threats he does of 100 and something are even more vague. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Brrr. Wouldn't you be angry if you had a dagger sticking out your chest? Well, given how much power the dagger seems to give you thematically in this game, you probably don't care all that much. Brrrt. That was fun. Let's do it again. Brrrt. Also, it's not your time to shine. Ball Lightning. Can't brrrt again. And there's no ice cream to worry about. No calipers to enjoy either, though, so that's something to keep in mind. Oh, hey, Barrage. A lot of brrrting going on around here. Secret Technique, Hologram. Recycle. Yeah, multicast ain't happening. Hologram back, the brrrt. And then we're pretty safe to machine learning self-repair. He actually scales down once you transform him here. He does 10 by 3 instead of 6 by 4, so his strength scaling is actually less now than it was previously. Which is kind of sad for him, right? Poor guy. Capacitor's so useful. Let's look at how useful it is. Maximum orb slot capacity has been met. Okay. Good to know. Can give you voids though, but we're not worried about that. We're not worried about anything, right? We had this fight won the moment we drew our first cards. Let's just make sure that we ultra mega heal. One machine learning's fine. Not gonna hold out. Blizzard would be great? No, why do people keep thinking Blizzard is good? Blizzard can work, that doesn't mean it's good. And I assure you, it's not good. Come back to me, please. Amplify, your time has been and gone. We don't have a glacier, which would be the real thing that makes Blizzard, in a sense, take off. But Blizzard is your I have no other way to scale and I'm desperate card. Are we desperate? Do we lack ways to scale? I don't feel desperate. And I certainly don't feel like I lack ways to scale. What I need is front load, and Blizzard is the opposite of front load. It's garbage until you start generating your block. Sorry, cold snap. Oh, I have another one of you. You're set up, you're not. Don't care. Managed to kill Donodeka with turn 2 with Blizzard. Don't need to scale it very high heavens for that. It's just a very good Frost deck. Yes, and the activator here is the Frost. Blizzard is just the inevitable payoff. It pays off in the same way that your Barrage can pay off, and indeed mine did there. Alright, so the heart squirms away, and I'm desperate to put something other than a 0 next to the defect on the charter here. Good thing I didn't throw away my Chad run with a Windows 10 or 11 seed. Full health as it should be. What could we reasonably do here? Panic button looks quite tempting, because the fights that we're going to have now are going to hit me uncomfortably heavily. 10 front-loaded block is pretty good, and that downside might as well not be a downside. The alternative is innating another chill, but I think that slows me down uncomfortably much. Is it ever machine learning for turn 2? I don't like having machine learning be an innate card. Frankly, I don't like machine learning much at all. Because here's the thing. You draw machine learning, so it's already cost you 1 card draw. You play it, it's now cost you 1 card draw and 1 energy. And on that turn, it does nothing. On turn 2, you've still spent 1 energy. You get back the card draw. So within 2 turns, you have lost 1 energy, delayed a card draw, and then from turn 3 onwards, you finally have benefit of machine learning. And the benefit is good. Draw is very good. But this is why Snecko Eye is amazing. Is draw 2 permanently. That's pretty amazing. I prefer my draw to be front-loaded like Master Strategy or Battle Trance. I do not think this card is so great. And having it innate just means that your start is worse. You swifter lose the energy, lose the draw. That could be good if you have Anchor, Horned Cleat, some other really good innate block card, but yeah, not happening. Alright, I'm rich. Make me feel richer. These two are affordable together. In fact, even the Vajra plays with the Ratatatata. Cultist Potion is endgame scaling for the heart. But it's probably not worth turfing either of these potions for. Because frankly, we already scale. I could dupe the Echo Form, makes it less likely that I miss on Echo Form, makes it more likely to Echo, Echo, and Amplify Echo. Could also dupe the Bias Cognition, which is probably even better. More opportunities to get that focus through the roof. Yeah, there's seldom a time when you don't just dupe that. Turn 1 energy is not that amazing for me, right? What's better is probably removing something. Maybe even Zap. Although it's Zap Plus. With that argument, I could probably get rid of Ball Lightning. Yeah, my scaling here is largely down to Barrage. And dupe the Cool-Headed Plus? That wasn't a bad idea considering it's active draw, but I'd rather have the Bias Cog. Yeah, Ball Lightning does let me turn in the upcoming fight. That's a reasonably big deal. Could also just take the Vajra. I'm not taking any of these cards. Lantern could really play if I end up with a turn 1 hand that I absolutely want to draw. Oh, I'll tell you when Lantern can play. Turn 1 against the Heart. I purposely ping myself with Beat of Death and I end up with 7 cards in my hand. And then the Lantern will play. And if it's a good setup hand, that Lantern will be very, very useful. That's 163 for essentially 1 energy. But the alternative is to remove 1 card in my admittedly clunky 31 card deck. I believe we can make Lantern work. Happy Flower would probably be better, but Lantern is mine. Alright, what'll it be? The shield is attacking me on turn 1, and I've yet to discover if that's good or bad, but Bias Cog immediately plays, which is good, because we have Chill and Cold Snap, and I can even Secret Technique something. I can also Secret Technique him not strength or focusing me down by grabbing Panacea. I could also amplify the Biased Cog. But then I have Focus Down. I'd rather not, because if this fight initially goes bad and I need to drag it out to get triple self-repair, then I'd rather not have Focus Down for that. So yeah, it's Biased Cog, and then I have 3 Frost Orbs as +5, so that's pretty damn good. Try and think how we can do better. I could also Secret Technique the other Chill, fill up with Frost Orbs very quickly. Could also Secret Technique, given that I have more energy than I can spend, Secret Techniquing for draw through Cool-Headed Plus is probably the best thing I can do, because otherwise I have 5 energy and I can't even play it. Alright, let's see where you go first, Cool-Headed. What do you have for me? Well, that is very, very nice. That's pretty damn nice. It's going to block whatever he does, and I'll have some spare left over. Kind of wish I had even more draw. I'd even take Unceasing Top here. This would be a great Unceasing round. Potentially, it could become Echo Formed and then not be able to play it, right? No need to turn. I shouldn't think so, right? Well, maybe. Also, maybe not. I could also just multicast this and not take damage. I've already spent quite a bit of my Frost, but not all of it, and I'd rather not take damage. No, that's not true. I wanted to take damage so I could draw better on this cursed turn. Fortunately, we have a bit of an out right here. Yeah, a bit of an out. Good enough, though. I need to be a little bit careful that I don't kill these guys before I get all of my self-repairing done, because I do want to self-repair here. Turn around at this guy. I could just buffer his hit and not care what he's doing, though. It's more important that I get these lightning orbs out of my face. But if I buffer that, then I'd be buffering this as well, which is not really what I'm looking for. Just get all this nonsense out of my face. They do still need to die eventually, is the important thing. A lot of nice things are not down yet. Extra unusable energy. What a world. 40, 50, 61. This will help me preserve my buffer. Oh, right, and it gets rid of my my artifact, which is probably bad. Okay, 99 block, what a piece of work. Not bad. Alright, so at this rate, Spear's gonna die. Ooh, very nice. Wait, at this rate, they're all dead. And I didn't get my healing, but the pantograph will heal me, so don't worry about that. Just kill them, I suppose, then. I guess so. Alright, a little unfortunate with the inserter. Oh, mummy hand! Okay, mummy hand's a pretty huge final thing here. Don't think I want any of this. Compile driver could draw for me, but I only have 2 types of orbs, so it's a bit iffy. I'll skip that. Contemplating the Storm. But it's an innate card that I don't want. Alright, let's go. Ah, buffer innate. I think I just chill and then draw 3 cards. That's a bit of a pain in a lot of ways, because I can't buffer here reasonably. I could buffer 1 time. Yeah, there's a lot of things I'd like to double here, but maybe we just play our powers. Knowing that the powers make each other free makes me want to do other stuff, but what? One thought is I throw away some cards that I don't want to see here with the Gambler's Brew. The Gambler's Brew is probably more powerful next turn. There's also the Power Potion, but what could the Power Potion do for me right now? Nothing relevant. What I need is some front-loaded block, which I don't have. Tempted to gamble. Really am tempted. That panic button isn't useful here. Could get rid of panic button, Thunderstrike. Don't think I want to, though. And I might actually play the buffer as my final card. That way, yeah, I lose one of the buffer, but the other buffer can block the big hit. Oh, it could be heat sinks for draw. That's very true. We could hollow the buffer later. There's no guarantee that we end up hollowing, getting hologram for buffering. Bias Cognition, yeah, that could play, but it doesn't front load the block still. Yeah, the mummy hand will make something cheaper, but I don't particularly care. I have all the energy that I want to play pretty much everything I want. Which currently is probably capacitor, loop plus, machine learning, buffer. How bad could it be? That's a really good draw. Okay, I'm sold. And it made Cold Snap free. Alright, I guess we're just playing hand here. Well, Cold Snap, capacitor, loop, machine learning, buffer. I'm taking quite a bit of front-loaded damage here, but whatever. I lose one of the buffer, but the other buffer will be saved here. Hopefully big hits me first. He does big hit me first, so... Dazed is here. Yeah, the Void, rather. Whoa, okay, talk about top-loading the statuses. So, I don't have my artifact to block the Bias Cognition, but I should probably cool-headed and hope that I get... Ah, jeez, there's a problem here, obviously. If I cool-headed into artifact, I cool-headed play the artifact, but then if I play Bias Cog, I get rid of my buffer. What I could do is Gambler Brew away some stuff. Slime... I don't want to, though. Maybe we just take this hit on the chin. What do you have, anyway? That was exactly what I was worried about. Except it's not. I can Core Surge you, then I can multicast on the Frost, and then I can play Bias Cognition. Is that true? It might not be. No, it's not. What a crap hand this is. Hilariously bad hand. Potion is dangerous, could lose the Echo Form. Yeah, that's a pretty big danger. Yeah, I can recycle the slime for 1 energy. Okay, great. Now I'm at 3 energy. Then what? 3 energy, no block. If I multicast, then I can't do this stuff. After the multicast. Okay, great. Then I have 1 energy and I need 2 energy to Core Surge Biased. Just Core Surge and wait? Yeah, Core Surge and wait seems like a reasonable idea. We can always hologram the Biased later. But I should probably... I'd really like to get rid of the Slimed. I don't want that showing up later. Well, I definitely want Core Surge down, right? That's a given. What I could do here is multicast and then recycle the slime. But do not be tempted to spend that energy, because if I biased, I take 40 lots of damage. Alright, alright. Believe in patience. We'll be back for the biased. Donk. Oh my god, come on! Oh, where was all that? Okay, this is dangerous because I have a lot of amazing things to play and I don't have the ability to play it all. So one thing I could do is I could Secret Technique hologram. I can hologram the Biased Cognition. I can Panacea, amplify the Biased Cognition. And then I get plus 10 focus with no downside, but I lose Echo Form. That's not true. I can Gambler's Brew the Echo Form and save it for later. And that's actually a pretty damn good use of the thing. Pretty incredibly damn good use of the thing. So run that by myself again. Secret Technique for hologram. Hologram the Biased Cognition. I have 3 energy. Play Panacea and amplify the Biased Cog. I'm down to 1 energy. Pretty good. It's pretty damn good. And that's a ton of focus with Frost and Frost coming in. And well, I would like more Frost, but oh well. Gamble first. You might get the other Biased Cog. You're right, I have another Biased Cog. Think about the other way. If I Echo Form, if I say Echo Form is a real win thing here. Because Echo Form does allow me to double the defrag, and I can double the Biased Cog when it comes later, and I'll still have the Panacea later, and I'll do the other fancy crap. And I can already weaken him to severely reduce the amount of damage he does. I think I'm actually going to do the Echo Form line instead, actually. Stop that nonsense. You have a chance for a free 10 focus. Yes, I do. I certainly do. Hey, look, Amplify is free. Isn't that cute? Secret Techniquing hologram to bring something back just isn't it, is it? Yeah, no, not really. Yeah, this is fine enough. Again, off turn anyway, and I have +2 draw. It's like Snecko with none of the downsides. All right, fine, fine. I'll believe. Believe in myself. Hopefully not daft. I mean, I did give up a very strong line. Oh, look at that! And we maintain the other Biased Cog and the artifact for it. It's pretty cool. Not only that, I can hollow the other Biased Cognition for a lol. Oh, look, defrag is free. That's pretty cool as well. Alright, some might call that a GG. It is a pretty good game. I could hold out for this defrag, but I could also not. Alright, and we have some loop on this Frost as well, so we have the front-loaded block to add to everything else. This is pretty good. Pretty damn good. Give me the Frosties. Give me some electrodynamics. We still need to kill this guy. Cycling my frost and my electricity should do pretty much all of that for me. Made self-repair free, which is good to just get it out of my hand. And now Barrage can start doing things. I like it when Barrage does things. This guy does need to die. Let's keep that on the front. Alright, that's it, one. I can't see a possibility that I don't win this now. We have front-loaded everything we need, and we've back-loaded everything else that we might need. I can also strip your artifact here and now. Tsao. And I can just go round and round the table when it comes to the orbs. Alright, good robot run. To make up for some arse robot running that we had earlier. Oh, dearie me. Oh, what do I even want a secret technique here? I don't know, but I should probably just exhaust this thing out of my hand. I got Recycle, and Amplify doesn't hit anything anymore, so let's just say goodbye to Amplify. Do I want to get rid of Panic Button as well? Kind of. But also, no. Yeah, we've shown that the best operating system for the Defect is Arch Linux. Glad we all understand that now. Just lots of damage. Lots of damage is good. He's not killing me with this. He's trying, though. God help him, he's trying. I want some more frost here. Can I evoke an orb 0 times? It doesn't evoke. Okay, interesting. Should be a little bit careful. I've killed myself in this situation before because I was just going, ha ha ha, the Corrupt Heart is nothing. And then he hits me for 300 and I die. The difference between this time and that time is that he's not going to get a chance to hit me for 300. Because he's already dead. Already dead, is he? Yeah, he is already dead. Alright, thanks for everything, Barrage. Oh, no, that was the opportunity for Thunderstrike to win it. Got too excited by Barrage. Jake, you've often touted FTL as the near-perfect game. After spending a lot of time in both FTL and Slay the Spire, would you say Slay the Spire is approaching that level of praise and quality? The quality is certainly near-perfect, but I just prefer FTL overall. It's a more original concept, and that appeals to me greatly. But yeah, it's, Slay the Spire is a better refined game than FTL, and FTL was already sheened down to a mirror finish. Alright, there we go. At least we don't end with complete zeros there, and I believe the bet was whether or not the heart perishes. The heart is absolutely dead. But yeah, what a disaster. This run was very weak, though. Holy moly. Even so, we died to my mistake. I did one misplay that cost me 3 damage, and that Book of Stabbing lived on 2 damage to kill me. So if I hadn't made that very easy to miss mistake, because yeah, you think, oh boy, Dual Cast is free, let's play Dual Cast. You don't think, hold on, retain Dual Cast next turn, get the zap, then Dual Cast. But yeah, that cost me, that one misplay cost me this run. Yeah, when you're looking at Empty Cage, Busted Crown, you're thinking, oh dear, this guy's not in for a good time. Very, very small deck, though. Would have been cool. Very cool. Oh yeah, there's the thing. I can do Into the Airlock, but I can't think of anything to do similar with Slay the Spire. This one was ghastly, but whatever. We don't think about that one. Here's the thing. No, stop trying to bring back FTL. I've had so many people say, come on, just one more run, one more series of FTL. By the time I did the 3rd run, or the 3rd series of Into the Airlock, I knew I was already scraping the barrel. And I would rather stop in the prime than carry on and go completely down the drain. And it's always hard to see that coming. Is this the moment where I just quit streaming forever? That'd be a cool mic drop moment, but no, I've got some Dominion 6 to do. I don't want to do it right now, though. I want to take a break for lunch and just generally relax a bit after clearly feeling that my edge had gone in Slay the Spire here. I will go and enjoy my lunch with the stream off, And I will return to hopefully finish that Dominion 6 run. I think we have all the pieces we need to win, but I don't know. Zashai is easily twice the economical power that we are, probably more. And Chumro brings up something very important. People bet on this, and they deserve their points. Does the heart perish today? Let's remind ourselves, heart looks pretty dead. Not only that, it wasn't even close. We just obliterated the heart. We had many different routes to victory, though. Taking the Echo form over the guaranteed 10 focus was only one of the pivotal moments in that fight. Anyway, the heart absolutely perishes. Do enjoy your points. 500,000. 500,000 is nothing like the 10 million that we had on the bet last time. But you have to remember, it doesn't really matter how many points are put into the prediction thing here. What matters is if you win or not. If you win your fair share of the kitty, it doesn't really matter the size of the kitty. What matters is you getting in and winning. And here's our list of winners today. Doop-de-doo once again winning. I saw you win last time. You are compounding your points. Wrath and Ruin, Chumro, who pointed out they want their points. Craywin, Children of Infinite Hell. What a name. Atl Win, Strudel, Proto, Donkey Kong, and Schraner. They didn't have a lot of points, but they certainly make their mark on my throat. And these are a bunch of losers that aren't even worth looking at, so we won't look at them. And instead, I will say until I'm back very shortly with some Dominions. So cheers and cheerio.